much you could save.
Look, if you're gonna learn something, learn it from the best. I'm talking Grammy gifts, Michelin star, Emmy earning, Oscar winning, the MVPs, VIPs, and the GOATs. And they're all right here, waiting for you to see. Today's the day.
This is a crate from KW. Each crate has an awesome science, art, or engineering project inside. Parents can order online and it ships right to your door. Learning has never been so fun or convenient. Get 30% off. Visit trykiwico.com.
It's not clear-cut, but NASDAQ 100 does have a slight reopening trade in place. Ulta and Ross stores are leading, while the laggards include Zone Video, Activision Blizzard, Take-Two Interactive, and some other names. Squawk in the Streets back in a moment. Don't go anywhere.
These days, we want sophisticated but simple, cutting edge, made user-friendly. In other words, we want a hybrid, and so do retailers. Which is why they're going hybrid with IBM. A hybrid cloud approach with Watson AI helps manage supply chains while predicting demands with ease. From retail to healthcare, businesses are going with a smarter hybrid cloud using the tools, platform, and expertise of IBM.
Making the right financial decisions has never been more important. Turn to Rocket Mortgage, and we can help guide you through those significant decisions now, when they matter most. Here's a great idea that could work for you. A Yorgage is a fixed-rate mortgage that conforms to your needs. With a Yorgage...
All right, morning, guys. Late start today. Unfortunately, I was lost track of time. And that signal came right away. Like literally, the signal came right on market open. The following candle, and that's why I was busy sending out the signal, and I couldn't hop on the webinar real quick. But we're here now, and you guys do have the signal for US 30. I'm looking at my phone right now because I think I may have put the FTMO parameters a little low, but it's fine. I mean, I'm currently in the position already. So if you guys are in took the FTMO parameters, it's like moving in profit. So, you're probably just getting an early entry, which is fine because I'm in the trade. So if you guys want to hop in the trade now, feel free. I do think it's going to come back up, and it is right now. I'm back in profit. So I'm in profit like $100 now, $200. So yeah, guys, let me finish posting this on our social media real quick, and then I'll be ready to answer any questions and to look at the chat. But yeah, I think US 30 will bounce back. So if you guys are already in it, because you guys took my FTMO parameters, that should be perfectly fine. Because I'm in it too. So, we're both trying to, get this upwards. Yeah, I'm in profit maybe like $100, $200 now. So I'm going to post this on the Instagram real quick, and then we can get started, guys. Let's see. All right, copy this link. There we go. US 30 is bouncing back pretty nice. So if you guys are in it, no worries, we're good. Oh, wrong page. Oh, let me switch over to the K2 page. Dang, this thing's so bright. All right, post this link up. All right, I think it's posting right now. All right, guys, cool. So let's Yeah, let's take a look real quick. Let me get back to these messages in a bit. There's a whole bunch of, a ton of messages here. Yeah. But yeah, that's relevant right now. So I'm updating my Telegram real quick, guys. And then let's see CNBC, see what's going on.
All right, guys, we'll start with the Pfizer final phase 3 data. Meg Terrell can help us understand.
So it looks like there's new data coming out for the COVID vaccine. So this might be good for US 30. Hopefully that bounces our position upwards. Let me check mine to see where I'm at right now. Yeah, so I'm in profit like $200, guys. I'm in profit like 225 right now. You guys see my profit for FTMO. So if you guys got in at that early price, it's completely fine because I figured it was going to come up anyways. And you know, I probably got in at a discount because I got in way down here versus, you know, the actual entry. So if you guys want to hop in that, you know, feel free. Let me let's make sure there's no other messages here real quick before I continue on. Wanted to say I'm in the I'm up in profit like $500 now, guys. So you guys see my profit. So, you know, even though we got in a little early, completely fine. Let me post this up in the group real quick. Sorry guys, I'm like still asleep right now. Freaking alarm didn't go off this morning. I mean, I did get up early, but I went to walk my dog, so that's why I wasn't. And I was calling those earlier trades. So like literally when I got up this morning, I called those 2 FX trades, and then I literally gave all the updates, and then I went to walk my dog, and I came back, and you know, I came back straight to a US 30 entry. So that's why I've like been on the rush right now. But all right, so all right, guys, so let's get started. Let me pull up the YouTube real quick. So let's see. Hey, John, how's it going? Morning, Greg. Alkin, good morning. Let's see, Matt, morning, everybody. John, Ryan's here too. Mark, Victor, Spencer, Ed. Let's see. Ed said, Shawn, did you by chance write down the wrong parameters for FTMO? You know, I did that by math because I didn't enter by market as usual. So I probably did enter it wrong, and I did notice because I was in the trade before it actually it moved up. Spencer said, I got an alert. I'm not in the profit yet. So Spencer, if you use the FTMO parameters, you should be in profit because the entry is way down here. But if you're using the normal parameters, then yeah, your position probably didn't even fill yet. So I'm already in the trade and I'm in profit. But yeah, it's because I'm using the FTMO parameters. So let's see. Yeah, Mark got in at 29,808. Yeah, Mark, you got in early. So I set mine in like a little below that. And that's why I'm pretty deep in profit right now. But if you put in the normal parameters, you probably haven't filled it yet. See, Victor, it's a quick question, Shawn. Is the strategy not to take the first signal after open? Maybe my times are mixed up. I saw the sell signal and the buy seemed like the second signal. Victor, so this strategy, we take the first entry after the New York Stock Exchange open. The New York Stock Exchange opens at 6:30 a.m. right here. So that's where this blue line is. And this would be the first signal following it. And that's why we took this one. So I'm not sure if you might have mixed up the times. I'm not sure if you're basing it off a different open signal, but you know, the New York Stock Exchange opens right here at 6:30 a.m. And that's why you see the spikes in price. So that is why we took that specific position. 5:30 would be the US open, but the stock market doesn't open at this time. And even if this was the time, it would happen after it. So it still wouldn't be the signal, even if that was the open, because it's right on the actual open. This would be the one following it. Hey, David, how's it going, man? David's over here being sneaky at work. Let's see what else we got here. All right, guys. So cool. We yeah, US 30 position is looking good. So I'm responding to people's questions right here. Yeah, all right. This was a huge candle. That's why I waited to enter it. I didn't enter it right away because I figured it was going to pull back a little bit. That's why I entered it a few seconds later. You know, this signal candle was almost 1,000 pips. That's a big move up, and that's why I kind of held off on it initially. But now we're in the trade, so it's looking, you know, pretty good so far. Sorry, I'm just looking at the messages real quick to see if there's anyone that has anything specific. Yeah, Victor, you're just off by a little bit, you know, but it's a common mistake that a lot of people make. Sorry, as I'm just looking at the US 30 to see how it's moving. It's bouncing around a lot right now, guys. So let me check. Let me check the.
Trading and the backlog it's come down quite a bit. Now stands at 3,300.
There's no news right now. The next news is at 4:30. Let me check the current news.
Now these are maxes that have been parked since they were grounded. You can see they've all moved higher. The order.
So this was released 3 hours ago. Pfizer vaccine is 95% effective in the final analysis of big trial. So let me pause this. This is probably going to help our position heavily. So Pfizer's vaccine is 95% effective in final analysis of big trial. So, I mean, that's really good for us. It looks like, you know, that'll definitely push it up. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Let's try to open this up right here. See if there's anything else right here. Yeah, I think that's the only news that would affect our US 30 position right here. So it looks like it should be good because Pfizer's going to be bumping up. Oh, another EG hit 10 pips. Let me call the update on that. So if you guys take our EG position, our NU position right here hit full TP overnight. Our EG position just hit 10 pips right here. So let me give that update. Our EN position hit 20 pips right there as well. So, you know, we're off to a good start, guys. Good thing I called those before I went online, or else we would have missed it. So yeah, let me send this out real quick. Show we hit two TPs already, guys, this morning. So we're off to a great start. TP1. Go GBP. Let me share this over to the other group. So that hit nice. My EN right here. Here's my live position. I'm up 130 bucks this morning. So made my money already for EN right here, 140 bucks. Probably move my stop loss and profit. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it I don't care. Sometimes it won't have my TP correct, but I'm fine. I'm not gonna pay attention to that right now because I'm on this webinar with you guys, so I don't want to get detracted from, you know, what our focus is here. So there's our EN right there. TP1 for 20 pips. Oops. Wrong page. 20 pips right there. Cool. So everything looks good right here. Let me see what's going on over here. So our US 30 is looking fine. I don't think it's filled for everyone yet. So let me just set up these parameters over here. Going to just so that I can know when stuff happens, because I know we'll go off the official call. We won't go off the or I mean, I guess we could go off both, because some of you guys are using the FTMO while some of you guys are using the normal parameters. This is just kind of weird because I don't normally have parameters this off. Sorry guys, it was my bad. I was just rushing. So I wanted to make sure you guys got the entry before it passed, because it doesn't matter if you guys get the entry. If you guys don't, people are going to be complaining to me. So I was like, I might as well give you guys the entry, and if you guys get it in, then good for us. But I'll have to set up the different parameters, because I already know I'm gonna have people complaining on both sides, with regard to the position. So let's I'm gonna add this on here. FTMO TP1, and then actually, this isn't going to work, guys. I was trying to put the FTMO parameters here too, but the pricing's way off, so it's not going to even match. So we're just going to base it off the original ones. If you guys are in FTMO, you guys should be pretty nice in profit. Let me check my profits real quick. Yeah, nice. So it's back at 5. I'm 500 in profit right now. Nearly, it's bouncing up 600, 700. So my profit is looking really good for US 30 right now, guys. So all of our FX trades are looking great. All of our, all of our trades in general are looking great so far, guys. So let's see. Let me go through this right here. Yeah. So Mark said Euro is dropping hard. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So it is dropping hard. EG right here. Wow, look, EG is about to hit TP2 right here, 17 pips. EJ over here is dropping too. I wanted to call it, but it was right at a support level right there. But yeah, all of our Euro positions, Euro GBP and Euro NZD are both looking great right now, guys. Yeah, I'm in profit 150 bucks this morning, so I pretty much made someone's daily salary at a normal job, so we're good. So that's good. I just woke up this morning, made some profit off this. I'm up in some profit on US 30. So see how this plays out. Move my stop loss and profit a little more. It's too close. It's fine. So I got my stop loss at 100 pips. $100 in profit right now. So I'm just gonna let it run, and then and the thing is, I hate letting it run when we're on live, because I have to. It makes me want to go back and there's GCAD right there. Another TP, guys. GCAD TP for 25 pips right there. You see it on the chart. All right, let me send that out too. Jeez, look at that, guys. All these TPs, man. It's been nonstop. All right, I might get a little too tired posting up these TPs, or people might start saying that they're fake signals. All right, so we got EG right here. Oh, wrong thing. Not EG, GCAD. GCAD TP2 for 25 pips. Yeah, we're hitting TPs nonstop, guys. It's looking great so far. Nice. Looks like people are hitting TPs over here. Oh, it's about to stop me out. Because I have my stop loss at 100 bucks. So if it keeps moving down, I'm just gonna close it out. Yeah, I'm just gonna close it out. Because my stop loss was at 100 bucks anyway. So if it was gonna pull back, I might as well lock in 112 bucks versus just 100 bucks. So I got kicked out of Euro NZD. Technically on CP1 right here, which is fine. I might re-enter later. But that's pretty much me using the exit strategy that I always advise you guys use. because look, I locked in 120 bucks already, and I'm done with that trade for the day, unless I want to re-enter. And this is the problem with a lot of people. They don't understand that as long as you lock in profits, you can't be the negative. You can't blow your account. You can't be the negative. So you guys have to get that in your head that, you know, sometimes it's better to close out in profit than to let your trade run and then it swings the opposite of you. So it's called risk management, guys. A lot of people don't understand risk management. People don't understand how to trade, but you know, people know how to complain. That's pretty much how it is. But let's see. All right, let me see what else is on here. Brandon said he got in at 29.8579. I think so. Let me check, Brandon. I think you kind of got in a little late. Let me see what time we did. Yeah, because I think the entry was 29.800. Brandon, are you trading on FTMO or are you trading on like a different broker? Because it's going to vary depending on which broker you're using. Because if you're using a normal broker, then that pricing is let's see, 29.85. Actually, I mean that's actually not that bad, because I'm trying to compare the numbers with the FTMO numbers, and obviously, you know, the regular numbers are a little different. So your number kind of lined up with the FTMO entry, so I think that should be all right. It looks like you probably got in at a pretty good discount because you got in right here, so you got in early about 700, 800 pips. But we'll see how it plays out, because I still anticipate it to swing upwards. You know, it's probably going to, you know, mess around a bit right here, which, you know, that it normally does. It's never a straight shooter. I mean, yesterday was nice because it was a straight shooter up, but there's it doesn't always play out that way. So let me let's put this zone right here just so we have understanding where the zones are down here, where, you know, price is likely to reject from. All right, cool. I just have this lined up right here just to see where these zones are. So let's have to, I'm not going to keep looking at it, guys, because obviously if you keep looking at it, you're just going to worry about the trade. So I'm just going to let it run. I do have my trade active right now, so I'm fine. But we will, yeah, we'll see how it plays out in a bit. So the Pfizer vaccine was good. That should be helping our US 30 position. You know, the reason for this drop is probably because there's a lot of shutdowns going on right now. UJ hit TP2, guys. Nonstop TPs this morning. There's another TP right there. Let me check. Yeah, TP2 right here, 25 pips for UJ. Let me send that out real quick. I should have left that trade open. That one got stopped out. Or no, actually, I'm still in that trade. Oh shit, I'm still in that trade. Let me check. I just hit profit on that one. Wait, why do I have pending orders for it on NZD? It's freaking weird. The fuck? I got 50 pips. That's fine. And profits are looking good right here. So I haven't really hit any losses for my FX trades. So if you guys want to, like, if you guys want to see my FX trades right here, let me see if I could show you guys. So you guys see this is my FX trades for Forex.com. You see the green right there, guys? So if I scroll down, you can see I have straight wins, literally all green, see? So we've been on a hot streak with Forex. So if you guys are not taking my Forex trades, maybe you guys should, because look, they're literally all green. I could literally scroll down, no losses for Forex. And the reason for that is because I use the exit strategy. I'm still locking at like 100, let's see, like 100 to 300 bucks per trade, easy. Because I move my stop loss and profit. See, and then this is what a lot of people don't understand. It's called risk management. So everyone's like, oh, like, why would I close it at TP1 and, you know, stop loss is way out here? It's because you adjust your stop loss and profit. And that's why, you know, I have an account that's profitable, and that's why most don't, because a lot of people don't understand risk management and everybody wants to get rich overnight. And it doesn't work like that. Let's see. Yeah, Mark. The only trade that hit stop loss was odd CHF, and that was only 20 pips. So it shouldn't have affected anyone that much, because literally, if you're trading by pips or if you're trading by percentage, we've had like a ton of wins this week, and there's only one loss, which was only 20 pips as well. And it was odd CHF, so it was a cheap pair. So, you know, regardless as to whether you're trading percentage or if you're trading by pips, you should still be, you know, pretty nice in profit. So here's a USD real quick. Here comes another person trying to nice. Let's check what everyone is over here. Let's see. See what everyone else is. I just want to check the everyone's messages. I'll make sure I'm not missing anyone. Let me just respond to this one real quick. The US 30 coming back up right now, hasn't filled completely, but let me respond to people. Brandon's asking, how does the vaccine help US 30? Pfizer is in the Dow 30. So let's see. Let me show you guys what's, see if I could find it over here, Dow. Yeah, so here's the, pretty sure Pfizer's in the Dow 30, isn't it? Let me see. Did they say Pfizer out? I swear they used to be in the Dow 30. They even spell Pfizer. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, PF. Oh, they took it out of the Dow 30. Well, it doesn't matter because Johnson & Johnson's on the Dow 30, right? Keep changing the companies in the Dow 30. Oh no, Procter & Gamble. So Procter & Gamble is in the Dow 30. Let me see what else is on here. They keep switching these out during COVID. Yeah, so Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble are in the Dow 30. So they're all working on the same vaccine. You know, if Pfizer has vaccine increases, well, there's a lot of different factors. So for one, the vaccine is going to help businesses reopen because we're not going to be in lockdown anymore, you know, once the vaccine comes out. So as long as there's, you know, high morale with regard to a vaccine, it's going to help business and the economy overall. On top of that, there are also a couple companies in here. So Johnson & Johnson, I think they're working on a vaccine too. And then where's the other one at? And Procter & Gamble, I think they're both working on a vaccine. So if there's advancements for Pfizer, there's going to be advancements for the other companies as well. So, you know, that's why this would benefit Dow 30 as a whole, because there's certain stocks within the index fund that are going to push upwards. Let's see, Johnson & Johnson is negative. That's not even up 1%. And Procter & Gamble is up 1%. So you can see they're slowly moving up here. You can see Johnson & Johnson moved up a little bit. I mean, still in the negative, but it's moving up. It's less than a percentage, 1% in the negative. And then Procter & Gamble is actually moving up right here. It's changing upwards. So, with the new vaccine information coming up, it's going to benefit the Dow 30. Plus, it's going to benefit the economy and the stock market in general, because it'll bring morale back to the stock market. Let's see. Yeah, so Johnson & Johnson's moving up right here. It's going to move into the positive soon. But there's a ton of different factors. I mean, it's not the only thing that's going to push the market up, but it's going to benefit it. So you can see the spike back up right here. But there's a ton of other factors that are going to be affected with the vaccine. More so just the economy and businesses not having to shut down. If, like, say if the vaccine, it's 97% effective right now, it said, so, or 95%. So if this is how effective it is, then we'll probably have the vaccine by next month, if not January. So at that point, people are buying the dip right now because they're trying to catch it we're at a low. But I mean, we'll see how that plays out. But it's definitely, just for today, it's going to benefit us, obviously. Let's see, Spencer said Cad Chf might be good for the next 4-hour candle. See Cad Chf. Let me pull up Cad Chf real quick. All right, Cad Chf is, let me see where the momentum is at. Okay, let me reread Spencer's questions. Cad Chf might be good for the next 4-hour candle. So, yeah, Spencer. So this, there we go, another TP, guys. You guys just seen all this stuff live. So if anyone thinks it's not legit, it's legit. All right, yeah. So just looking at, let me just call this real quick, Spencer, because we do have people that want to complain and say it's not in profit, even though it already hit profit. But yeah, let me just send an update because some people are just impatient. They can't wait for these updates. So I'm just going to post this real quick before I go over your analysis. 17 pips right there. I mean, whoever's not on K² Premium, you guys are missing out because all these trades were sent out and then everyone's making a ton of profit off this already. So yeah, everyone in the premium is killing it right now. Let's see, Euro GBP. Right there. Dang, there's a ton of TPs this morning. I'm glad I called all those trades. Okay, let's go back to Cad Chf. So Spencer, right here for Cad Chf, this would be a good entry if this candle closes bullish and above this zone right here. So if it closes above the zone, then we can enter a long position. But with the way the market's moving, I'm going to be looking at different correlations. I'm going to be looking at all the CHF pairs. If they're all weak, then obviously it's going to give better confirmation that price is likely to continue upwards. But yeah, we would have to wait and see how this candle closes. I mean, there's still 2.5 hours left on this candle, so there's no guarantee that it's going to close above it. But if it does, then yeah, it would be a decent entry for that. Okay, so let me keep going down the questions over here. John Ryan said it has been estimated that an effective vaccine would boost the economy by 5 trillion. Yeah, exactly. So, the vaccine helps the economy in general, but it also helps the stock market because if, the vaccine's out, we can get out of this quarantine. If we get out of this quarantine, businesses could reopen. Everyone starts making money again. Everyone starts investing into the stock market. People are buying the dip who have money right now. So there's a ton of different things that come into play with regard to the vaccine. It doesn't necessarily affect the Dow directly, more specifically, but it affects the economy as a whole, and the economy as a whole is going to affect the stock market as well. Let's see. And Brandon said, that means DXY will be bearish? I don't think so, because if money's being stimulated into the country as the vaccine brings up the economy and businesses reopen and stuff like that, the DXY should be going up because the value of the US dollar would go up. The reason the DXY would go down is if we give stimulus. So if you give stimulus, it's taking money away from the worth of the US dollar. However, if a vaccine is released, that's going to do the complete opposite, because it's not a stimulus. We're not taking money from taxpayers. What we're doing is we're just reviving the economy and reopening businesses and stuff like that. So yeah, Ren, I think you're thinking the opposite for that specifically, because the DXY would go up if like how John said over here. John's statement was that it has been estimated that an effective vaccine would boost the economy 5 trillion. So if the economy is getting boosted, then that would mean that the US dollar would be stronger, because we're not giving away taxpayers' money as stimulus. We're just bringing the economy back. Let's see. Spencer to Cad JPY. Can you take a look at it? I would love to hear your thoughts. So let me pull up Cad JPY for Spencer real quick. So I got Cad JPY right here. We do have a sell signal. It looks like all the JPY pairs are bearish. That's pretty much what we have our UJ position that just hit TP. So for Cad JPY with the zones right here, I'll wait for it to close below this zone right here. And then once we have that, then we can take a short position and pretty much ride this to the next zone below here. But I wouldn't take it right here because it's only about a, let's see, 14 pip difference right there. So, if you were to enter this trade, it might reject off it. Vice versa, if you enter like somewhere over here, it might reject off here as well. So, price does break below here, then it would continue further down. But for this trade specifically, Spencer, I'd be, very careful with regard to entering this until, anytime messages, guys, sorry. I wait to enter this until it breaks below here, because there's 20 points of rejection if you enter, somewhere around here, somewhere down here. So I just be patient with that. But if we look at all of the other JPY pairs, they all correlate. They're coming bearish, right? They're all down. JPY right here heading down. Cad JPY heading down. EJ it's heading down. All the JPY pairs are going down. So aside from GJ and NJ, they're kind of just going sideways. But overall, all the JPY pairs are bearish. So that would give you, more confirmation that Cad JPY is likely to head down as well. So, there's your analysis for Cad JPY right there. What else we got here? RX said, Shawn, you sure you just want me to stick to US 30? Forex is killing right now. Yeah, or for your FTMO, you should just stick with US 30. Pico said, DJ and Profit. So what about DAX? I don't trade DAX, but I could look at it for you. Let's see. Let me just open this right here. I'm gonna open a different layout because I don't want to mess up my I don't want to mess up the stuff I've already got. It's fixed up over here. This is me testing. I was testing a new strategy for SPY, which is a stock that a lot of people trade. It's one of the popular ones. Let me see. I'll pull up DAX. German index right there. Let's see. Mark said EG at almost 20. Pico, please do not trade DAX. DAX drops and rises and blocks. Yeah, Pico. DAX it moves heavily, like it moves in heavy quantities. So I don't. If you're not familiar with trading DAX, I wouldn't recommend it. But DAX moves similarly to US 30. They kind of move in the same direction. But looking at DAX right here, it's clearly like in a clear uptrend right here. You see prices above the pivots, and then it just continues upwards. Also, the pivots are spread out and they're angling upwards. So that's confirming a trend upwards. Currently right here, we have a sell signal, but if we do get a buy signal, so you can see right here, price is probably going to reject off this K2 pivot right here. And it's probably going to shoot up. when it shoots up, if we get a buy signal similar to like one of these right here, it's a buy signal with a green bullish candle inside, then it provide for a pivot entry right there. However, right now there's no buy signal, so momentum is still pulling down right here. So until we get a buy signal, it wouldn't be a safe entry to take. If I turn the K2SRs over here, you can see that price actually just rejected off this resistance. So the way that I would do it is, I'm just going to draw my zones right here real quick so I can give you guys a visualization of, what I mean with a specific position here. All right, yeah, so looking at this right here, let's run the K2SR. Once price breaks above the zone right here, and we have a buy signal similar to what we have right here, you can see that we had a buy signal here. Price broke above this zone, and then it shot up to the next zone right here, and then it did it again. Once it pulled back right here, we had a buy signal, and then it shot up again to this next zone right here. Same situation. Price pulled back, we had a buy signal, right, or not a buy signal, but it broke a zone. So if you're using the K2SR zone strategy, basically, first you want to identify, a break and close past a specific, price area. So right here, price broke this K2SR zone right here. We had a buy signal, so you could have entered a long position right there. Stop loss would be the previous swing, and then we could round that up to I don't know how the DAX moves, so I don't know what's a good price movement. But if you put it before the swing, like slightly below it, it would have hit full TP right there, right? Again, right here, price comes up, it breaks the zone, pulls back, breaks again right here. There'd be another long position right there. So another full TP right there. Same situation right here, price comes up, tests the zone, it pulls down right here, it breaks the zone right here. We still have a buy momentum signal over there in a long position right over here, full TP. So same situation right here. I would wait for a buy signal, like one of these green buy signals, and then I'd wait for price to break above this zone right here. Once it breaks above the zone, just keep riding it up. Same process over and over again. And this is pretty much how I call all of the Forex pairs. So yeah, I mean, this looks good so far. Looking back at US 30, it's probably gonna move sideways for a bit. So looks all right for right now. But yeah, I mean, that's it for DAX right there. I don't really see any entries, so I wouldn't really enter it at this time. But I'd wait for it to break the zone with a buy signal, and then you can take that trade. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, Mark said it's super risky. DAX is pretty risky, unless you know what you're doing. A lot of people don't know what they're doing, so it's not really recommended. But if you do know what you're doing, then it could be pretty profitable. Let's see. Rob said, how much is your VIP? VIP, depending if you just want signals, it's $50 for the I'll show you guys what it is. Let's pull up the website real quick. So yeah, if you guys want to sign up to K2 Premium, if you just want the signals, here's the website. You just go to k2trades.com. If you just want the signals, you click here to K2 Trading Premium Signals, and then once that opens, you click enroll in course over here. It's $50 a month for just the signals. But if you want access to all of these K2 indicators, like you want access to the K2SR indicator where you can have these zones on the chart for you, also the momentum indicator indicating the direction of momentum, then you would have to sign up for the K2 strategy. So if you want to sign up for that, once you're on the website over here, we do have the promotional offer going on right now for the trial. So once you're on the website at k2trades.com, just scroll down to the bottom, the very bottom over here. And once you get to the bottom, it's going to be a $50 trial right here for the first month. For $50 the first month, you'll get access to the K2 strategies course. You'll get access to all the K2 indicators, basically all these vertical lines here, these zones as well. And if you want the K2 pivots, that's included. It'll give you the overall trend. And then on top of that, you'll have access to the trend meter down here, which will give you the overall trend as well on 4 different time frames. So you guys have a lot of options there. Plus you'll have access to all the premium groups as well. So you'll have access to me, one-on-one mentorship with me. And that's one thing as well, guys. So if you guys have access to the K2 indicators, we're going to be rolling out some new services soon. So, right now, currently, if you have access to the K2 strategies, you have access to a one-on-one mentorship with me. So if you guys want to learn exactly what I'm doing, and you can trade exactly how I'm doing every single day with all these TPs we're hitting, I'm available to you guys. But by next month, or probably towards the end of this month, it's not going to be available anymore, because as K2 keeps growing and growing and we keep getting busier, the mentorship can be a totally different package. So if you guys want help and you guys need access to the K2 indicators, just sign up on the website. Sign up for the trial. If you guys like it, you can keep subscribing. If you don't, you can cancel at any time. But like I mentioned, I can help you guys learn how I'm doing all this stuff, one-on-one if you really need the help. But if you guys don't take advantage of that, it's not going to be available probably by the end of this month, by latest early next month, because I'm just getting way too busy, guys. You guys see my sorry, I'm gonna sit down, I'm getting tired. You guys see all my messages here, like every morning, literally there's like 40 messages down here. So I have a bunch of stuff to do and questions to ask. So if you guys want one-on-one help, you guys just need to get it now, because we're just, K2 is not going to stop growing. And as we continue to stop growing, I'm not going to be easily accessible to you guys with regard to helping you guys learn the strategies from me directly, aside from teaching you guys here on the webinar. So let me see what else we got here. So Wax said, hi, we love if you give us promotion offer for beginners. Yeah, Wax. So if you want to sign up to the trial, just go on the website, k2trades.com. The trial's right here. That's your promotional price. Normally it's $150 a month. So, take advantage of this, because this is probably not going to last very long either. We're probably going to get rid of this trial soon, as K2 continues to grow and grow and grow every single day. Let me see what else we got here. George, let me look at RX message. RX said, the vaccine helps US 30 because businesses drop with bad news with COVID-19. The business is hurt with numbers increasing COVID-19, but vaccine makes the price go up because of hope things will go up. Yeah, no, definitely, ARC. I agree with your statement right there. ARC was basically saying that, COVID makes price drop because, businesses are closed and they can't excel at, everything they do. But if we have a vaccine, then businesses could reopen, and it'll just be a good overall bullish momentum for like pretty much anything. Because if the business is open, then they can do well. People have money to invest in the stock market and whatnot. So yeah, I do agree with what you said. All right, let me keep going down. Wax said, where signals are given, will pop up, send me a link, I'll join. So here, guys, I'll post the link right here on the website. On the chat. There you go, guys. So you guys can sign up right there on our website. Let's see. Let me keep going down the list over here. I'm gonna check on US 30 real quick. US 30 is still going sideways, so it looks pretty decently fine. So that's looking good. Odd NZD, there USD. So all of our positions are pretty deep in profit. Our odd NZD right here is about to hit full TP for 40 pips. Our EG already hit TP2. It's on its way down full TP. Euro NZD right here on its way to TP2 for 40 pips. GCAD over here hit TP2 already. It's on its way to full TP for 50 pips. So you can see all of our trades are doing crazy. It's doing crazy amazing, you guys. Like the consistency that we have here is it's something else. Check this out. Our US 30, our UJ position right here is about to hit full TP for 50 pips right there as well. I did see your question right there, velocity about UCAD. Forgot why I didn't call this trade. I think I was going to call it as a late call from right here. Oh, because this trade came up after it came up after a certain time. I forgot. I gave an update yesterday about why we weren't taking trades, but I forgot what it was. But we could take this as a late entry. Let me see the other USD pairs. I want to make sure that they're all bearish. So odd USDs, it's kind of going sideways. It is a little bullish. Your USD, it's a little bullish as well. They all look kind of the same. Yeah, they're all bullish. So that's why I didn't take, oh, no. Okay, sorry. If they're bullish, that means that the US dollar is weak. Yeah, actually, that'd be a good entry. I think the reason why I didn't call it was because they were bearish when that candle first closed. So that's why the correlations weren't playing out as we would have liked. It doesn't look like a good trade now. So I'm going to call it because it looks like the US dollar is currently weak right now. So let me send this out real quick. All right. Yeah, Pam, you can do that. So Pam's asking, can I change to $50 US promo account? Just joined 4 days ago. Yeah, Pam. So, that happens a lot where people, they sign up to the wrong subscription. So you can go ahead and sign up to the trial subscription, and then you can unlock your access to pretty much everything, to all the indicators, to, one-on-one mentorship with me with regard to, learning the K2 strategies, and also the K2 strategies course. So let me just show you guys the course real quick. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with it, but there's also, a good handful that aren't familiar with it, where everything is pretty much broken down. So basically the way that it works is you'll first go through the course, and then you're going to cover everything. Once you cover everything, you figure out which strategy you like. We can get on a one-on-one, so I can go more in detail with helping you, because everything is pretty much explained on the course already. So if you go on the K2 strategies course, this is what it looks like. It'll have all of the basic stuff here, your access to all the Telegram groups, tricks here, how to get free trading view, access to the indicators, and my watch list right here. So this is one thing that a lot of people overlook. If you click on K2 watch list right here, you can download my watch list. So if you download my watch list, you'll have all of these pairs here on your watch list as well. So you can look exactly what I'm looking at. So right here, it has all of these if you just want to type it in yourself. However, if you want to just export it and import it into your list, you can do that as well. Another thing that's available here as well is going to be, the introduction course right here. These are for beginners. So if you want to learn all the basics and stuff, you can learn right here. And then right here are all the trading view tools and functions. And then here are the basics. These are pretty much the, foundations that you need if you were to learn the basics of technical analysis, just to pretty much, trade profitably. This is all you really need to know, like trend line, support, resistance. And then on top of that, once you have the K2 indicator, you'll have the direction of momentum. So you'll have an additive to those, but I'll show you how I draw trend lines and how I draw support and resistance, just so you guys can understand, the very bare foundation of trading, technical analysis. So if you keep going down further, it has all the details here. And then this is where everyone finds the strategies that they like. So there's, the K2 intraday strategy, the momentum strategy, the scalping strategies, the detailed indicators right here. This is the strategy that I use for all K2 Forex signals. It'd be the K2 SR zone trading strategy, and I use this on the 4-hour time frame. So if you watch this, you can learn exactly how I call these signals. On top of that, we have the K2 pivot strategy, and then more indicators right here. And then the K2 daily US 30 strategy. This is what we use for our US 30 entries in the morning. And this is the only strategy that I use for US 30 as well. So you guys can see that there's a ton of resources here if you guys want to go and look. And then I have, results for all of our trades that we've taken here. So if you want to go back and look at all the trades that I've called in the past, you can click on the month, July 2020. I'm going to update these because I just finished October. And you guys can see every single trade that I've taken right here. It shows wins and losses. We're fully transparent. And you guys can see exactly, what's achievable with K2 here. And these are all of our trades for July. Vice versa, you want to go to June. Everything here is broken down by trade, by week, by month, by year. So if you guys have all of this, you guys will have a good understanding as to, what you can likely achieve trading with us at K2. As you can see here, everything is listed wins and losses, not just wins, both wins and losses. But yeah, guys, so let me pull back the charts. Looks like our US 30 is looking good. It's still pulling back up right here, back into profit. It hasn't filled for most people yet, but if you are an FTMO, it probably did fill for you, which is perfectly fine because I'm in the trade too. So we're both looking at the same thing. I'm also going to call this trade right here. Thanks, Velocity, for mentioning this, because I was looking at this yesterday, but I didn't call it. I still can't remember why I didn't, but we're going to call it right now. Let's see, sell stop. So the way that I called this, or that I've identified this signal right here, guys, is I'll go over it real quick. Let me just post it up for you guys. So I don't know if I have any active positions right now, but I'm probably going to probably just going to enter this trade on my own account as well. It's 50 pips, right? So 50, 25. All right, so this looks good overall. You know, honestly, I might just enter this trade myself. And then let me set up my alerts. So, I mean, it does look really good. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm probably going to, yeah, the USD is weak right now. So I'm just going to put in, and don't do this on your account, guys. I already talked about this. This is like my sort of play money account. Not play money as in fake money, but it's my account where I take risky trades on. So I entered this trade already. I'm just going to go for a small little scalp right there, or I might move it even farther down, but don't do what I'm doing, guys. This is just for my my account where I pretty much just take risky trades for Forex. And this is my live account, so I have real money on this trade. I'm not taking like stupid trades. I'm taking trades that I think are actually going to drop. So the reason why I take a smaller position size is because I can't actively monitor the trades while I'm, you know, on this webinar with you guys. So, you know, I can't have the best of both worlds. Normally I like to trade on my own, just solo, because I can focus on my trades. But since I'm here to help you guys, you know, I might as well make some money while I'm at it. And I'm probably just going to move my stop loss and profit anyway. So as price moves down in profit, I'm going to move my stop loss down with it. And I'll probably just remove my target at some point. So there we go. We got all of my alerts set up right here. And I got in a little early. If you guys want to get in already, you know, feel free. I'm ready in the trade. So I have a vested interest in this trade, you know, for it to actually hit TP. So if you guys want to enter with me, I already entered market. But I did set my alerts there. So when it does come down, it'll give me an alert to tell me that it's filled. But like I said, I'm already in this trade, guys. There, I'm in profit already, $5. You know, it's my real account right here. I'm up 5,200 on this account. I think I started this account with like 3,000. Not very much, but you know, obviously it's growing every single day. And I just started this account November 1st. So November 1st, it went from like 3,000 to like now 5,000. And it's just going to keep growing because I just keep taking these risky trades on here. But the risky trades that are taken with confidence. You know, I'm not just taking random trades. I'm not just like, oh, I'm going to take a sell position. I'm taking this position because I'm actually calling the signal with you guys, and I'm actually anticipating it to come down to hit full TP. So at some point, I might just close this out, take off my take profit, and then I just move my stop loss down as it moves in profit. But currently right now, since I can't watch it, I'm going to obviously keep my take profit a little close, because even if I hit this right here, I'm going to lock in $263. You know, who's going to complain about that? Who else wants 200, 300 bucks? I already locked in like 200 bucks from the first trade this morning. So I'm already up 200, 300, locking this in. There's going to be another 500. You know, maybe we'll go for 1,000 today. And then on top of that, we have US 30 right here. So don't get me started on US 30, guys. Let me show you my US 30 profits. Yeah, let me let this load. And I hate how MT4 is like so outdated, guys. I don't understand how people like to trade on this platform. I'm in profit like 500 bucks on US 30. So if I decided to close US 30 right now, I'd be in profit Actually, I'm trading 3 or 4. Actually, sorry, I mean 2 or 3 FTMO accounts. So I'm up $500 on that account, on my other account as well. So I'm up maybe 1,000 to 2,000 on my FTMO, plus on top of my Forex trades. I'm in profit. $50 right here, guys. I literally entered this with you guys a few seconds ago. USD CAD's filled already. So you guys saw me enter this live market. I'm up $50 already. Easy as that. Let me pull up the YouTube real quick. Let's see what else we got here. Brand said use quarter point. I'm trying to understand what you mean by that, Brandon. Can you be more specific? I'm not sure what you mean by quarters point. Dang, that was quick, guys. Look at USD CAD. I literally entered this with you guys like a few seconds ago. I'm in profit $105 already, $110. So I'm up in profit my Forex, $500 taking normal standard lots, and then I'm up in profit with US 30 another like $1,000. So I'm probably gonna hit 2,000 profit today overall, hopefully. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Looks good. Let me just send this over to I already sent it, so we're good. All right, so looks like we're good right here, guys, overall. Oh, let me check my Bitcoin too, because we were talking about Bitcoin yesterday, guys. I have Bitcoin that I'm just holding on to and not really not messing with it. So let's see my Bitcoin over here. I think last night I was up like 5 something. Ooh, I'm up 605. So this is my Bitcoin that I just been hanging on to, guys. I literally put like $200 in there. It's up like 605 now. So I'm in profit in everything. Literally, I'm in profit in Bitcoin. I'm in profit on Forex. I'm in profit on US 30. Man, the list goes on. So let's see. What else do we got here? Nice, Rob. So Rob said just purchase your VIP. Where do I access Telegram and info? Yeah, Rob. Yeah, check your email because it's emailed to you and it's also provided on the welcome page as well. Let's see. Velocity said GU. Next candle close probably break into upper zone. Let me pull up. Wow, check this out. UCAD right here is looking great, guys. I'm gonna move my stop loss and profit like $100. Just so I don't have to worry about it when I'm like, hanging out with you guys. Obviously. Damn, it's too close. So it's a little close right now. I don't know if I should just close it because I don't like letting trades run while I'm like hanging out. So I just closed it real quick. I made like 100 and whatever bucks on that trade. I'm literally taking profit all day, every day. So I still think it's gonna come down. It's just that I don't like to have a lot of actively running trades if I'm like busy with you guys. Which I don't mind hanging out with you guys, but like if you have a lot of money on the line, it's kind of risky. So let me show you guys my my Forex account right now, because people keep asking, how's my Forex doing? So I figured I might as well show you guys. And it's weird, the Forex.com account is always like lagging for whatever reason. It's always lagging. Like whenever I try to look at my profits, it never really works. So yeah, I don't know if you guys could see this, but screen's kind of bright. So you can see, if you guys are familiar with the Forex.com profits, generally if it's in profit, it's green right there. And if it's negative, it's red, like if it's a loss. You can see here from my Forex.com account, they're all wins, literally, because I'm using the exit strategy for every trade. So I'm locking in like, 100 to $500 per trade. And if you keep locking in 100 to $500, that stuff's going to add up. I haven't had a loss in Forex in a long time, guys. So if you guys follow directions, you guys should have no problem, because you guys are learning the same strategies that I'm applying. You guys know the same exit strategy I'm applying. So there's really no difference there. as long as you follow directions and you do what you're told, you should be profitable every single month, like no matter what. Let's see. Let me keep looking over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, so Velocity was talking about GU. Sorry, let me pull up GU for you guys real quick. G over here, yeah. So if this closes above, then it might provide for a long entry. Also, because the USD is weak right now, so it's probably going to close above it. So if it closes above right there, it'll probably close farther up, and then it'll probably shoot even higher. Let me see if there's an upper zone right there. Okay, so we do have the upper zone already set up. Once it breaks into that zone, it's probably going to have free movement from that point. So once price breaks above here, we could probably see it shoot above even further to this next zone up here. So yeah, that was a good call. Velocity, I'm going to keep this on my watch list for the upcoming move. Check it out. There's our US 30 swinging right up. So our profit's looking nice all around across the board. Bitcoin, Forex, US 30, man, the list goes on, guys. It's been a great week. Wait, sorry. Someone sent me a text, so it made me say great week twice. So yeah, we've had a great week, great month, great year so far overall. So, if you guys just stay consistent with your trading, you guys can, opportunity is literally endless, because if you guys just stay consistent and keep compounding your account, you'll do pretty well overall. Let's see. John said, how can you make 200 on such a small account? John, because I've been holding that for maybe a couple months now, and Bitcoin has shot up a lot. I'm not sure if you've been following Bitcoin, or I'm not sure what you're talking about, John. Are you talking about, oh yeah, okay, sorry, you are talking about Bitcoin. I was trying to figure out if you were talking about something else. But if you look at Bitcoin right here, let me see, so chart layout, yeah. See testing. So if you look at Bitcoin, sorry, wrong one. What is Binance, I guess. Yeah, so if you look at Bitcoin right here, I bought like a couple months ago. So if you go on daily, so I probably bought somewhere around, I don't know, so it was probably way down here. It was probably like around summer. So I probably bought around here September, and you can see that the increase from down here up to here was a lot. You see how big it jumped up, right? So if you buy from down here and you just hang on to it, it's going to increase in value over, it's only been 75 days, it hasn't even been that long. And that's how I was able to grow that Bitcoin. And I just use Cash App, because I used to use Coinbase, but they take a ton of fees. So I just use Cash App, and then I just leave it there. I don't even touch it, because I've already considered that money to be lost. It's like one FX trade anyways. So I just left the money in there, and then I let it grow. So that's why it grew like that. All right, let me go back to the nice. The US 30 is looking great, guys. Let me see my profits for US 30 right now, because we did enter that trade super early. So man, I hate MT4, guys. MT4 is so slow. Just trying to look at my profits. Jeez. All right, let me post on my profits right now for US 30. Damn, US 30 is like all over the place this morning. right, let's see. What was my last one? All right, guys, I sent my profits over here. So I'm in profit 630 right now, guys, for my US 30 position. So hopefully you guys are in profit too if you guys entered when I did. If not, it's completely fine, guys. There's no worries for that. Let me send this over. Seeing. All right, cool. So US 30 is looking real nice. You looking good too. Let me see our UCAD. UCAD's about to hit TP1 right here, 12 pips. Everything's looking good, guys. Everything's hitting TP. Everything's looking great. Props to you, Velocity, for this heads up right here on UCAD, and also for GU coming up soon. Appreciate that. Profits go around for everyone. Let me keep going down the questions real quick. Let's see if there's Thanks, Mark. I see your response right there, and I see everyone else is down here as well. So before I respond to you guys, I'm gonna go down the chat right here, and I'll see what's going on. Yeah, Mark said I wish TV would allow FTMO. I know, I agree, right? Because if we had FTMO on here, I could literally just trade directly on it. It'd be so much easier, and you could scalp like crazy. John said, Velocity said, quarter points are basically what big banks are trading. Oh yeah, I know what those quarter points are. I was just wondering what Brandon was talking about, because I was looking at the Forex market. So I had like a Forex pair open. I do use quarters for US 30. That's why you have these, I have these horizontal lines over here at like 3,000, 29,750, but I don't use them for Forex. I don't think they're very useful for Forex. They work a little differently for specific assets versus other assets, because you can see right here that they don't always reach those certain points. And the thing with Forex is that they move totally differently compared to other assets like stocks and other commodities like futures and stuff like that. But let me continue down over here. Sorry, looks like I might have skipped a couple questions. Oh no, okay. I just scrolled down. So John said, what broker are you using for Bitcoin? I use Cad Chf just for now, just to buy and hold it. But if you want to use a more serious broker to buy and hold, then you can use Coinbase. There we go, guys. Another TP. You guys saw these trades called live with not that long ago. So we hit TP right here for UCAD. How many pips was that? 12 pips. Okay. So let me send that out real quick. What is that? Okay, US 30 now filled. So we're good with that, guys. USD CAD. Share this with the other group. Yeah, US 30 is active now, guys. So if you guys are looking at that, US 30 is now currently active. And it's pushing up pretty nice. Let me check out my profits now. See where the profits are at. Give you guys an update in the chat. All right, I gave my final update on US 30 for now. So let me just send that out to the group. Nice. All right, cool. So I sent out all this stuff right here. All right, for a UCAD, you should put your stop loss TP1. Yeah, I mean, everything's looking great so far. Let me sorry, I'm like scatterbrained right now, guys, because I'm getting so many messages. But let me go down the YouTube chat real quick and let me see what's going on here. Let me go back up here. Let's see. So Velocity said GBP-CHF seems like a good play a couple candles ago. Let me pull up GBP-CHF over here. Yeah, I know this would have been a nice play if we took this buy. So let me turn on this right here. So yeah, so price came down. So technically this trade right here would have been, the entry would have been right here originally if you took this, because price pulled down below, it broke the zone, we had a buy signal right here. So we would have rode this up right here. So technically this would have been the entry, but if you didn't want to take a late entry right here, you could have done that as well. So regardless as to, where you would have made the entry, if you took the original entry, it would have been at full TP nearly, and then this one still would have been active. So yeah, Velocity, this would have been a great trade, but this came up, I think, last week. So this entry showed up on the 13th. This was on Friday. So the reason we didn't take this trade was because market was closing on that day. So that's why we didn't call that one. Let's see. Hey guys, if you're I'm getting a ton of messages, I'll respond to everyone later. Nice. So there's our US 30 right there. That's looking good so far. All right, I'm gonna have to get to these Telegram messages in a bit, guys. I'm gonna catch up with you guys on the YouTube chat. Let's see. Mark said, guys, I just want to tell you that I've shown a few of you failure is a good thing. I've blown 12 accounts and I'm finally making profit. Nice, Mark. Yeah, no, definitely. That's the situation with a lot of people. A lot of people don't like to come to the realization that failure is part of the game. You have to fail sometimes and make mistakes so that you can learn from them, because a lot of people never learn from their mistakes and they just keep going around in the same circle. People take trades, they blow their account, they want to blame someone. They don't sit down and think, why did I blow that account, or how did I fail? Most of the time it's because they were over leveraging. They weren't following directions. They weren't using the exit strategy, because it's literally impossible to blow your account with K2. Because I always recommend that you only risk 1 to 3% per trade, and you would literally need to lose like I forgot we've done the calculation before. You literally would have to lose about 3 divided by 100. Sorry, wrong calculation. 100 divided by 3. You'd have to lose 33 back-to-back losses, and that's impossible. We never lose that many trades. Just looking at our results over here, like we've gone over this almost every session. So if you look at our results here, we never have 33 back-to-back losses. For January, we had 83 wins, 21 losses. It's impossible for you guys to blow your account if you follow directions. The only reason people blow their accounts is because they don't follow directions. And that's one thing that you guys can learn from. If you blow your account or if you lose a lot of trades, just go back and understand, why did you lose those trades? Why did you blow your account? Most of the time it's because of a mistake that you made. And as long as you learn from that mistake, you can you can progress from there and make sure that you don't make that mistake moving forward. Let me keep going down right here. Velocity said 12 FTMO accounts for you over leveraging. Nassim said, I'm in UC sell too since yesterday. AN sell. Yeah, Nassim. So we had a sell for UCN for AN. We both hit TP on both of those already. So those are some good trades. Let me see what else we got here. Isidore said if we can take a look at GJ. So I'm gonna pull up GJ real quick. So I'm going to go to GJ over here. GJ is just going sideways, Isidore. So I wouldn't take this trade right now, because since it's in consolidation right here, you can see that it's consolidating this way and this way. So literally, once it breaks out of this consolidation, it can either break above it or it can break below it. So if it breaks above it and we get a buy signal, then you can take a long position. However, if it breaks below it and it breaks down here, then you can take a short position. However, right now it's not available. I wouldn't take the trade because it's just consolidating. And the last thing you want to do is enter. So say you enter a short position, right? Say you just take, you think it's going to come down because we're selling JPY. You take a short position right here, like price can easily spike up. Vice versa, if you're taking a long position right here, price can easily spike down. So I wouldn't trade GJ right now because it's just consolidating. You don't want to trade consolidating pairs unless it's ranging, pretty wide, but it's not really ranging that much. It's just going down to this middle area where it can either break above or break below. So I wouldn't recommend taking GJ right now. I'd wait for some sort of confirmation or some sort of direction that is confirmed before you decide to enter this trade. All right, cool. So let's keep going down. Let's see, Velocity said, how are you able to save all your charts on your watch list like that? I have to load one chart at a time, yet you can click on your watch list and easily load them. Velocity. So, like every Monday when I do the chart analysis and I draw the zones for all of these charts, that's why the zones are on there already. So you have to make sure that after you draw the zones on the chart, you save your drawings right here. So you can click on this to auto save. And then, once you have this saved on there, it'll have all of these zones on the chart that you have drawn in the previous. That's why I draw the zones every Monday, so that once we enter the trading week, we have the zones already all set up and ready to go, to trade throughout the week. So that's why it shows up like that on mine. Let me keep going over here. Velocity said, you know what they say, those who can't do teach, hence why I teach. Kimberly's asking if we're still in odd NZD. So I think I pulled out of that trade already. So I'm not in it anymore. I got stopped out at TP2 for like 20 pips, somewhere over here in the middle. But it is pushing down a full TP down here for 40 pips. Reason why I did that was because it's at a support, or the K2SR zone right here. So that's why I moved my stop loss and profit to prevent getting kicked out of this trade if price was going to reverse on me. So I got stopped out in profit, which is perfectly fine. I think I made like 200, 300 bucks off this trade, which is pretty nice. But it's still currently active. You have it active right now. Trent White said, hey guys, can you look at GJ to buy or sell? So I did look at GJ already, guys. So if you guys didn't see that, just rewind the replay. Like I mentioned, it's consolidating, so it's not something that I would recommend taking right now. Radomir said, is US 30 active? Yes, it's active now. It triggered the entry right there, and then now it's currently running. See, Cuban said, what's a TP for US 30? TP for US 30 is going to be, where's it at? Yeah, TP for US 30 is going to be 30,006, and then TP2 is going to be 30,081. So if you're in the premium, you'll have access to the specific numbers right here. However, it'll be posted in the free group after we hit TP1. So once we hit TP1 right here, then I'll share it with you guys. Obviously, the K2 members have priority, and they'll have all these right here. So here are the parameters right here. If you want to go back and rewind this replay, just rewind it or pause it so you can get those numbers. Otherwise, you'll sign up to the premium so you get all of the signals real time. So let me keep going down over here. Yeah, Brandon, same for your question too, because you're asking where the TP is. TP is right there. TP1 is at 30,006. TP2 is at 30,081. Jazz said UK 100 and 280 pips profit so far. Nice, Jazz. So it looks like you've been trading that UK 100, huh? You and Mark probably. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. John said, Mark, Jazz, congrats on the UK 100. I try to stay up for it, but it's tough since London session starts at midnight my time. Same here, John. I've been wanting to trade London session, but it's just too late for me. I'm in bed by then, and I want to be up like early to trade the US session anyway, so it doesn't really affect me all that much. But yeah, it would be nice if I could also trade that as well. Ken right here, what's up, bro? So Ken's asking, yo, Shawn, I'm just curious as to why you only use K2 strat on Dow. What's up, bro? Simple. And the answer is simple, guys. Simple because it works. Because I mean, see, the thing with a lot of people is they try to find like all these different intricacies and like these strategies, and then they try to overtrade. So like with people, they try to scalp the Dow and they don't know what they're doing. They end up blowing their account. For us, we just trade one strategy for the Dow every single day, and we're profitable. So that's a mindset that a lot of people need to get out of. They need to get their head out of their ass basically, and not try to be like everyone else. If you find something that works, then use it. You don't need to be applying like 100 strategies, trying to, squeeze every profit out of the market, because if you do that, you're just going to end up blowing your account, because you're going to end up over leveraging and over trading. So that's why we only use the K2 strategies. I only use 2 strategies, guys, every single day. For all of our Forex trades, I use the K2 SR strategy, this strategy right here. The K2 SR zone trading strategy, this is the only strategy that I use for the Forex trades. And for US 30, this is the only strategy that I use for US 30. So if you guys want to be profitable, just master these 2 strategies. You guys can trade exactly how I do. All the signals that are given are using these 2 strategies right here. And they're not that difficult. There's only like a few requirements that need to be met. And if you just follow directions and learn these 2 strategies, you guys can be as profitable as I am. Because I'm not hiding the ball here, guys. I'm teaching you guys exactly what I'm doing and how I'm trading. So if you guys want to learn, it's available to you guys. Here, let's see what else we got here. Velocity said, I see, makes sense, because I've always wondered how you move so quick though. Because literally I have a different stage. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Velocity, yeah. So just save your charts, and then you just draw your chart, your zones on everything. And then when you click on it, it pops up perfectly. It's always, it'll be ready for you to go whenever you want to take that specific trade. See, Spencer said off the GU. So yeah, Spencer, we looked at GU earlier. If price breaks above this zone, then we can take a buy entry. But until then, we would have to wait for it to break that zone. Let's see. Velocity said EG broke below recent zone, so pulled at EG right here. So yeah, here's EG. Looks like it retraced back a bit, but it did hit TP2 on its way to full TP down here. Also EJ. Yeah, we've got that active right there. me see if I could pull this up real quick. Yeah, looking at EJ right here, if price was to break below this this zone right here, then we take a short position right there. So that would be good right there. Let me turn this on right here. Save this. Man, I keep forgetting to turn on the settings. Let's see, I think we're good on that. Sorry guys, I'm turning on some settings on the YouTube real quick. But yeah, US 30 is looking fine. I'm gonna leave it there. And then our EJ is looking fine too. So let me go back to the video real quick. I just lost the link for there we go. Hold it back up right here. Yeah, no problem, Spencer. Yeah, G is cool. We're just waiting for it right now. For G, we're just you know, we still have an hour and a half left in this candle. So hopefully in an hour and a half, it'll push up far enough to close above here so that we can take that buy position. But you know, from now until then, we're just going to be patient with it. Yeah, so I think that's it for the questions on the YouTube. I'm going to go through these Telegram questions now, and then I'm just going to respond to everyone. If you guys have any other questions, just you know, feel free to put them in the YouTube chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to go through all these questions right here and make sure that I've responded to everyone. Nice. So ARK is up 450 bucks. Real good. All right. Let's see what else we got here. ARK said, got it. Take the money and run. But how many percentage wins keep going? Small ARK right. Let me respond to the rest of these people. Nice. Like, this is one of the guys in our group. Eric, I don't understand your question. Because Ark said take money and run. How many percentage wins keep going before the market drops? There's no percentage of wins before the market drops, Ark. Every day is different. Every trade's different. You can't predict when the market's going to drop. You know, it just happens. Or, you know, losses happen. You can't have like 100 wins and then, you know, you can't expect the 101th trade to be like an automatic loss. You know, it's just not how statistics work. I see you typing, Ark. I'm not sure if you're in the YouTube right now, because I'm answering your question live. But basically what Ark's question was, how many percentage wise keeps going before the market stops him out? So Ark, you know, to your question, basically Ark is asking, you know, how many times can, you know, you win or can you go and profit before it reverses on you? And the thing is, you can't predict that, you know, unless you're a fortune teller and you can tell the future. There's no way to really understand when, or there's a way to understand, but there's no way to know for sure that a trade's not going to go your way, you know, unless you're God or something, and you know what's going to happen next to you know, in the future. Then there's no way for you to really know. You know, it just becomes a numbers game. So that's why I tell you to take all the trades, because if you don't take all the trades and you only take all the losing trades, then that's just going to throw off your statistics. But there's no way to really tell if a trade's going to stop out your position. You know, there's no way to guarantee that. If there was, then you'd be a rich man at this point. Let's see. Eric, so I'll respond to your question later because I don't know if you're understanding the point that I'm trying to get across to you, but I'll respond to your actual message later. I'm not sure if you're still on the YouTube, but there's no way to guarantee that you're going to know if price is going to go the opposite direction. You know, if you knew price was going to go the opposite direction, then you would have gone out of the trade. But there's no way of knowing that. You know, like you never really know where price is going to go. You could have a hunch, but it doesn't mean that you're going to know for sure that it's going to go that way. So let me keep going down the questions real quick. I just need to respond to everyone before we continue moving forward over here. But looking at our US 30, looks like US 30 is just going to move sideways for a bit. It's only 8:30, so probably by 10, we could probably see some like actual movement up, or you know, it'll probably bounce around for a bit. So I'm not going to bother looking at it currently. But let me just keep going down these questions over here. See what else we got here. There's a all right, let me see what else we got here. A bunch of other questions. Let me just keep responding to everyone. You guys can see my Telegram down here. It was like 15 questions earlier. Now it's gone down to 7. Trying to get through all of these real quick. Here, Alkin said, nice, Alkin. So you opened your trial HTML account. Yeah. All right, looks like I'm knocking out of these questions pretty nice. Let me just get through the rest of these real quick. I just want to make sure I don't miss people's questions because I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring them. You know, I'm just really busy. Nearly where am I at? All right, guys, UCAD hit TP2 right there. You guys are in it. I'm gonna send that update right now. Hey, Arik, Mark's going to reach out to you with regard to your question. I'm still a little busy right now, Arik, so I can't respond to yours right away, but I'll get back to you when I can. But Mark said he's gonna reach out to you, so thanks, Mark, for handling that for me. Here's UCAD right here, TP2 for 25 pips. Very nice. Send out this update over here. All right, so we got USD CAD over here, 25 pips, TP2. Hold on, guys, let me get some water real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. Now, let's see where we at. Let's see, so I sent out, you got CAD2, TP2. All right, guys, let's see where we're at right now. So yeah, UCAD right here at TP2. Let's see, David said, can you check EA, ECAD, EN for me? Been solid since 3. Yeah, David, let's pull that up. So you're basically in all of the major EA Euro pairs. So Euro AUD does look good right here. We did get a sell signal right here. I was thinking about entering this, but I was waiting for some sort of retracement before entering that. But I do see it, since we did get a sell signal, it's probably going to come down and test this zone right here. So price is currently right here. It looks like it's got about 50 pips to go, 55 pips to go for EA, but it does look like it's coming down. Looking at your CAD over here as well, we have a sell signal. So if this closes, it would provide for a short entry right here. And this would probably come down to test the zone right here. So I'd probably enter that about 45 pips. Yeah, it'll probably swing down from there. So that would be Euro CAD. And then for EN, they all look bearish. So you're in a good position, David. We're also in EN with you. So we have a current EN position right here. It's about to hit TP2 for 40 pips right here. So it's, it broke this structure right here. We have a sell momentum. That's why we entered the sell position right here. We anticipated to shoot on down here to full TP at some point. But you're in a great position if you're in a sell. You entered at 3 a.m. So you got in about the same time we did. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good drop for EN right here. So pretty much all the Euro pairs are all pretty bullish. Our EG, so we look at EA. I mean, not bullish, it's bearish. So EA is bearish, your CAD's bearish, your CHF is bearish. It looks like the Euro is just weak right now overall. And it looks great because it's good for us. Yeah, everything is hitting TPs this morning, guys. I don't think we've hit anything bad lately. So here is USD US 30. US 30 is like all over the freaking place today, guys. Trying to see where we're at over here, guys. Just want to make sure that that everything's looking good. So yeah, everything for the most part is looking good right here. I mean, US 30 is just gonna keep messing around. It's gonna keep going sideways, probably until like 10. But at that point, then we will we'll see how that plays out. I'm just responding to people right now in the Telegram group. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to reach out. Let me check out this stuff right here. Yeah, David, definitely. All the euro pairs are dropping, so it's looking good so far for your positions. But I mean, it looks like the market kind of died down a bit. It looks like it spiked to our TPs and then it kind of just slowed down. I don't think there's news right now, so let's see what's going on right now. CNBC, what's going on over here? Vaccine news. It just seems like because they keep covering the vaccine today, so it looks like that's what keeps spiking price up and down for US 30. But we'll just hang on to it and see how that plays out. Wow, look at Bitcoin. It's about to hit 18,000, guys.
In what has been a remarkable comeback for the cryptocurrency in the last several weeks.
Jeez.
Now at the highest level since December of 17, although Jamie Dimon today is
that's looking good.
His cup of tea, the all-time high is 19,640. Back in a minute.
All right, it's on break again. So let's see what else we got going on over here. Yeah, guys, it seems like the market has pretty much died down a bit, but we definitely hit a bunch of TPs already. I don't think we have any active positions that haven't hit TP yet. Let me look down the list real quick. Auto NZD, it's about to hit full TP down there. Our EG position already hit TP2. Most of you guys might have gone stopped out of this already at TP2, which is completely fine. Take your profits and run, because after those big movements, there might be like some retracement and whatnot. EN right here is about to hit TP2 for 40 pips. I'll just take a screenshot of this and be ready to post it because we already anticipated to hit. So I'm just gonna get that prepared, give you guys a little preview of what's gonna happen next. So let's see, we got, I think it's 40 pips, right? Yeah, 40. I'll just have that prep so I can send it out to you guys as soon as we hit it. I should have just held on to that trade. And this is usually why I don't like going on live calls with you guys, because I can't manage the trades myself. I don't like having trades running where I can't monitor them, but it's fine because I help you guys out here. It helps me out too. It's just hard for me to run active trades while I'm on this call with you guys, but it's fine because profits go around regardless, so we should be cool. This is about to hit, come on man, hit TP1 already. It's like a few pips away for it to hit TP1, but it should be okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get my jacket, guys. It's getting a little cold in here, a little chilly. All right, man. Chilly up in here. Yeah, it's about to hit. Just gonna wait for Ian to hit TP. Yeah, Usman said it went to 18K overnight and came back down. Yeah, because I showed you guys my my Bitcoin last night, and I think it was like at like 600. It's probably at 700 now. Let me just see where it's at currently. Yeah, I mean, I know it was at 700. It dropped back down to 603, which is fine. I'm not really worried about my Bitcoin deposit because I'm just leaving it there for the most part. See this real quick. Sorry guys, I'm just going over my messages real quick. Got a bunch of messages from last night. It's funny because I'm in the US, so like a lot of people message me like at 2 a.m. and they're like expecting a response from me, but I can't really respond right away. So I'm just getting to everyone's questions. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to hit me up or let me know, put in the chat, and then we can go over pretty much anything you guys want to cover. It looks like US 30 is coming right back down, but we'll see how this plays out. That's pretty normal for us here. But yeah, the rest of the market looks like it's pretty much flat at this point. EN right here, I'm like patiently waiting for it to hit TP2 right here so I can send out this update. Otherwise, everything else is kind of just slow. EG hit our TP, then it stopped. GCAD right here. Hopefully you guys got out of this trade because it was in profit 25 pips like over here, and this is where I got stopped out. You guys have to remember to use your use a simple exit strategy for every trade. That way you will you won't be risking too much, especially if you guys have too many trades running at one time. So for GCAD, I'm already out of this trade. Hopefully you guys got out in profit, but everything else is pretty much in profit still. UCAD right here is in profit, heading down 50 pips. UJ is heading down right here as well. It's still early from now until the next candle. It's only there's an hour and 10 minutes left, so I'm not going to look for any FX trades until then. There's just really no point because we don't want to analyze the trade, and then by the time it gets close to candle close, the price has moved way off from where you guys anticipated it to be. All right, here we go. We're like literally at the thing right here. It's about to hit. Is it hit TP yet? Damn, guys, check this out. Look at EN right here. It's literally at TP2. Just needs that little push so that we can get it to TP2 right here. Come on, a little farther down. Let's keep going down a little bit. There we go. Wait for that alert. Wait for that alert. Where's the alert at? All right, I think it's there, but I'll wait for the alert before I send it out because I know if I send out that TP2, people are gonna be like, it didn't hit TP2 on mine. There we go. Now we can have no complaints because TP2 hit right here. So if it didn't hit TP2 for you, it's probably because of your spread, but it did hit TP2. So I'm gonna send out this update. There you go. Well, it's not full TP. Sorry about that, guys. Change that real quick. TP2. There we go. All right, man, we're in TPs, guys. Hopefully you guys are making money off this because you guys are missing out. Let's see. All right, so Euro NZD hit TP, TP2. Now, what else are we waiting for? So EG is good, EN's good, UCAD's good, UJ is good, but they're so far from TP that there's no point in really watching them. Right here, this is like the next one we're waiting for, AUD NZD, full TP right here. So we'll keep waiting for this one. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the YouTube chat. Currently, I'm just going to go over these questions because I have a whole bunch of questions here. I'm going to do it over here in the private side. I don't want everyone to be getting into everyone's business. Nice. So here's one thing that I'm not going to send it on here, but Mark sent me a screenshot of his markup for US 30 on the 5-minute, and it looks like it has a really nice strong trend line upwards on the 5-minute. So that's going to benefit our position. Hopefully it keeps shooting back up. It's literally just going sideways, guys. And it's probably gonna go sideways, and then all of a sudden it's just gonna like skyrocket up. Because here, let me mark this up for you guys normally. So let me go to let me just open up a clean chart for you guys. I'll show you guys how US 30 normally moves from session to session. Actually, we could probably look at it from here. I just don't want to mess this one up because we already have it all marked up. But yeah, basically from session to session, price just goes, it goes back and forth. So I could just probably do it on here. I'll just clean it up after. What else do we have here? 15. Yeah, so generally what happens is price usually dictates the the direction after like a slight push in price. So like right here for Asia session, price came down. For London session right here, price came up and then came down right here. But then on reopen right here, it usually reverses back up in that direction. And that's why I think it's going to continue up right here. Plus with the vaccine news, I think it's going to benefit the market. So I think they just need to keep pumping some good information for the vaccine. Let me see if there's anything new that's come up over here. Path Fed narrows. Yeah, I don't really see anything else here that's causing price to like move the way it's moving, because it is moving kind of weird. But just looking at it from here, from this perspective, let me look at let me zoom out from here, take off the auto. So this is what I see happening here. I see it moving up during the US session. I mean, there's going to be something that needs to push it up. It's not just going to move up just because. We just have to get some good news out in order for people to buy the dip. So like right here, even if it does pull back during this session, I think it's going to skyrocket eventually from there. But I don't think it's going to drop this far. I think it's going to continue up. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. So let me see this these zones right here that we drew. Let's go back a little farther and see how do they play out in the past. So the last time, I should probably go on the higher time frame. It's kind of hard to see on this specific time frame. We'll go on the 30-minute. And then looking at this zone, yeah, this zone looks like a pretty strong price point for price to, it doesn't look like it's going to break below it. So look at the hourly. I'm just trying to see when's the last time it got to that price point up there. Looks like it hasn't been at this price point in a long time. Damn, I pulled back on the 4-hour over here. Let's see. Yeah, so price hasn't reached this price point in even since last year. So it's been at like a pretty all-time high where the zone is. So you can see the zone right here wasn't even tested back in February or January. So yeah, we're above the all-time high for the year. I didn't realize we were that high. So looking at price right here, I don't think price is going to break below this zone, because it already attempted to break past it a couple times. So like earlier this month, right here it broke past it, but it failed to close above it. Same situation right here. Price broke above it right here on the 16th, but it didn't close above it. So right here it broke above, came back down, retested this price point, and then it shot right back up. So the way that I see it is that I still see it coming up from here. Even just drawing, basic trend lines from right here, I still think it's going to continue up further, because I don't think it's going to break below this this zone right here, unless it does some sort of break and retest. So it already broke it right here. It might retest it, and then it might shoot right back up. So we might be in this position for a while, guys. I didn't realize we were that high with US 30 for the year. The all-time high is going to be right here. I'm assuming, yeah. This is going to be the all-time high. So we might not even, I mean, there's a ton of different scenarios here, guys, that can play out for US 30. But you guys can see here that this zone right here, these two zones are pretty strong zones. Price broke above it, and then it has a hard time breaking below it. Not sure what happened here on the 17th yesterday, but it did drop, and then it swung right back up. So realistically, actually, this let me draw the channel from right here. It's a messy channel. I mean, realistically, we'll have to wait and see how price moves from now until market close. But we're probably going to be holding on to this US 30 trade for a couple hours. I don't really see it, you know, spiking up all that crazy, like right away, unless there's like a huge news event where it's like, oh, the vaccine is like now at like 40-something%, you know? So let's keep track of CNBC because they give hints on here sometimes, depending on how the market's moving. Like if they have some update where it's like something going on with the vaccine, it'll spike price up. Let's see, FAA clears Boeing 70 max to fly again. So I think Boeing is in the Dow, right? Let me pull it up real quick. Is Boeing on here? Yeah, Boeing's on the Dow 30. So we do have some good news right here from Boeing, where you know they're able to fly their specific 737 max. Let's see if there's anything else here. So basically, what we're looking for is hints for these specific stocks right here to have a positive movement. So if there's a positive movement within any of these stocks, it's going to push the US 30 up because these are the 30 stocks within the index. So we do have some good news for Boeing right here. We do have some, you know, the vaccine news is good. That's going to benefit it as well. Let's see if there's anything else here. Stock market live, 8 minutes ago. Dow's up 100 points. See where we're sitting right here. NIO. Yeah, it looks like overall, let's look at the Dow. The only things that are really pulling the Dow right now are Amgen, Honeywell, Johnson & Johnson, you know, temporarily, unless they, because we did have Pfizer give an update on their COVID vaccine. If Johnson & Johnson does, I think they're working on something as well. If they release something, it's going to spike it up as well. Procter & Gamble. So these are the two main things that I'm looking at, Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble, because I think they're both working on a COVID vaccine as well, like we discussed earlier this morning. And if they have an update with their vaccine as well, then it could probably, you know, boost that up. I mean, this is all speculation, guys. There's no, you know, specific reason why it should go up, but this is just giving us little hints as to, you know, what would cause it to spike up. As you can see right here, it's starting to push up, right? So if we see a spike up, like I was mentioning, like price just spikes up like crazy, something has to happen to cause these stocks to increase in value. And that's why, you know, CNBC is a good resource to look at. It's not something that you should base everything off of, but you should definitely. So check it out right here, real time. The Dow's up, S&P is up, NASDAQ is up, Russell 2000 is up. Everything's up, guys. So I wouldn't be too worried about the Dow right now, even though it's, you know, it's in drawdown right now for certain people who didn't enter FTMO, but it looks pretty positive all around. Let's check out the stocks real quick. Check it out, guys. Bullish.
30,000 materials, industrials hitting new intraday highs today. The small caps doing pretty well. There's the Russell 2000 at the far right-hand side of your screen. Jim, good to see you again. Glad to have you with us. I want to know sort of where you think this is, where we are now. You've got great vaccine news.
Nice.
And it's consistently great. We're not that far from 30,000. The landscape for investors right now is what you think? Well, what's amazing is we're at this moment where on either day we have
nice. The Dow is still pushing up. S&P is pushing up. NASDAQ's pushing up. Russell 2000 is pushing up. Looks good overall for the stock market.
This is where the Norwegian cruise deal is done. You want to buy that group. I can make a case that you need to buy the stay-at-homes. I can make a case that you got to buy the deep.
Callie said, when is the stream usually on? So Callie, I'm usually on at 6:30 a.m. Los Angeles time every day, Monday through Thursday.
My favorite strategy, JP Morgan. That COVID did not rescue the Armageddonists from underperformance and purgatory. It's time to call them out. And I'm asking all the panels to call out the people who said it was the end of the world. Call them out. Well,
This dude's so funny, man.
Great vaccine news. We could see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it
Nice.
sounds to me like you're saying you can still buy the Kramer COVID index.
Kramer's hilarious.
And you can still buy the Kramer Ghost stock. That's exactly what I'm saying. The idea that it's a false dichotomy. I've got plenty of cloud stocks that are working incredibly well because people recognize that the cloud is still the answer. Listen, Bill Gates this morning talked about how people aren't going to go back on planes. A lot of these companies are about that. A lot of these companies have become ingrained in the American way of life. And I think they're not going to go out. And then I've got to take, the only theory that right now I think could really hurt the market is one that Graham Allison proposed in the really
Brandon, I'm from LA.
in Atlantic in July.
I live in OC now. I live over here in Irvine.
Well, you were talking about that earlier.
Let's see.
Do you really think that that's?
Man, it's looking good. Let's see what's going on right now.
Need to consider.
Let me pause this real quick. Let me take a look at everything over here. Yeah, I mean, like I mentioned, the Dow is just going to stay in this area, but I do see it pushing up. Everything is pointing upwards. So, just looking at the Dow index over here, let me just refresh this. Like I mentioned earlier, it's the same ones that are kind of low. Amgen, Honeywell, Johnson & Johnson, which I think is going to bounce up, with regard to COVID news if something good comes out. Coca-Cola, which is, everything that's in the red right now is, it's nothing that I see dropping really heavily. I don't know why United Health Group is down. It's down less than 1%, so that's fine. But yeah, I don't see anything here causing any of these to really drop. Let's see, unless there's like some sort of other. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in us really analyzing this because we're not trading, the actual stocks. But just looking at it from this perspective, you just need to look at what's red right now, or what's not performing properly, and see if there's anything that is causing that. But with the COVID vaccine news that we just covered, right here, even they're talking about over here that everything is positive. So if everything's positive, it's just going through a little rut right now, but then I think eventually it's going to shoot right back up. So that's what I'm waiting for right now specifically. Well, let's take a look at our Forex pairs just to make sure everything is cool. Okay, so here's odd NZD. It's about to hit full TP for 40 pips, guys. Almost there for that one. EG, it pulled back a bit, like I mentioned. Hopefully you guys use the exit strategy, got out at TP2. EN right here about to drop to full TP. UCAD still in profit, UJ still in profit as well, but this is going to be our eye for right now. Odd NZD, we want to make sure that this hits full TP within a few minutes. Let's see, oh nice, Brandon, you're from Torrance. Yeah, I was born in Torrance, so I was around that area for a while. I actually grew up in Wilmington, so I grew up in Wilmington like my whole childhood. Lived in Long Beach for a bit, then I moved to San Diego, and then I moved back up here. So now I live in Irvine. So we're not too far from each other. Hopefully once COVID is all done, we could all link up. I wanted to meet up with everyone here this year. We were thinking about like traveling around and just meeting, K2 members from all over. But, COVID happened, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to put that on a hold temporarily. Let's see, Jazz said, going to the gym, Shawn. Great catching up with the trades. Hella money made as usual. Bless, bro. Yeah. Good to see you, Jazz. I'm glad your account's doing well. Thankfully, the gyms here, there's a few gyms that are still open, so I'm probably going to go there today too. Oh, that reminds me, I got to make a reservation there. Good thing I remembered. I make a reservation at the gym real quick. because yeah, man, they closed the 24 out here. It sucks. But then there's another 24 that's here in Irvine that I guess they have outdoor weights. So I just have to register to use it. So I'm gonna register real quick. Let me see if I could find it over here. Oh, what? They got an outdoor at Cypress too. All right, I'm gonna check this out real quick. My zip code 92664. Nice. Santa Ana's too far, but they do have outdoor over here at Irvine Marketplace. I'm gonna go over there. Yeah, man, it looks cold outside though. Yeah, David said I need my daily Shawn boomerang. Yeah, Dave, you gotta see those shrugs, huh? Damn, man, 2:30 is too late. Let's see, I gotta get a haircut at 4 today. So I'll probably go to the gym at 11:30. Damn, like nobody wants to go to the gym at 11:30. I don't understand why. So I got my reservation right here. Nice. Wait, today's Wednesday, right? Okay, cool. I lost track of the days, guys. I've been trading for so long this whole week that I've been losing track of the days. Man, so US 30 is starting to drop a little bit, but I do think it's going to recover. I'm not too worried about it. I'll let it be for now. I should have just exited at TP1 earlier, but it's all right. I just hate having trades running when I'm not able to monitor them, but I'm going to just going to keep looking over here. Yeah, exactly. Dejan. Okay. Wow, 35 this morning. That's crazy, bro. Let's see what the weather's like over here. See, man, this is cold for me, bro. I gotta wear a jacket in the 60-degree weather over here in SoCal. In SoCal, it's just bro, this is freezing weather. Newport Beach is 57 degrees. It's freezing weather for us out here. Dejan said, for some reason, 2 days ago, it was 83 degrees. For the past 2 days, it's been below freezing. Damn, that's crazy, guys. Yeah, you know, yesterday was super hot here. And it was super hot here in Orange County. But then today it was cold. It's super cloudy outside. It's, for us, this is freezing weather, bro. For this, I gotta bundle up. I gotta go put on my everything. I gotta double up on clothes and everything because it's freezing. But yeah, I can't imagine living out in 30-degree weather out there on the East Coast. That's too much, man. Can't imagine. I could already picture David and Dejan over there shoveling snow. I was telling Cece, I could never imagine myself ever shoveling snow. That's crazy. RX said US 30 reached TP1. I think it did. Someone in the chat said it, RX. So go ahead and ask in the premium. Someone mentioned it in the premium chat that they hit TP1 already. I wasn't following it because I was looking at the original entry, but it might have hit TP1 for the F2MO parameters. I know, right, Brandon? I need that nice sunshine, man. I need like the 75-degree, maybe not 80, but like 75 is cool, where I can just wear a t-shirt. But once it gets down to 60, man, it's freezing out here. I gotta put on a jacket and everything. And I don't even like wearing jackets. Yeah, let's see what we got here. So yeah, auto NCD is still gonna drop right here. Let's see, it's 9:11. So guys, I'm probably gonna be on till 10. I'm just gonna wait for the next candle close so we can call some new entries, and then after that, I'm probably gonna hop off for a bit. I gotta go, run to the gym, get some lunch, go get a haircut later, and then after that, guys, I'll be available on Telegram, but I'll probably stay on this webinar with you guys until about 10, and then after that, we will we'll log off for a bit, but then I'll still be keeping some updates with you guys with regard to our other positions. Hopefully our auto NZD right here hits full TP before I get off, so we can celebrate that one last time before I log off here. But Yeah, I mean, looks good so far. See, Rob said, yeah, I'm freezing in Florida. The weather goes below 70, jacket, sweatpants time. That's exactly what I'm wearing right now, bro. Yeah, if it goes below 70 here too, it's like a whole different world, man. It's like it feels like you're not even in Cali anymore. See, Brandon said, laugh my ass off. Santa Claus in a Hawaiian shirt. I agree, right? Especially over here, like for you in Torrance, you're kind of more closer to the ocean, but for me here in Irvine, I'm like super inland. So it either gets like really warm here or really cold, depending on how the weather is. You kind of get that nice breeze over there. That's what I like about living near the ocean. Like when I was living in San Diego, you can't beat that weather. Weather's nice all year round. Now, let's see what we got over here, guys. Let me see. Tracy said, so I'm gonna respond to Tracy real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so Ark asked in the chat over here if it hit TP1. It looks like Jason hit TP1 for FCMO. So fortunately, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't. And that's what I mean, guys. Like sometimes when I'm live with you guys, it's hard for me to really manage my positions. So I try to be careful with my active positions, but it's all good. As long as we're all profiting, that's all that really matters. Even if I get stopped out at TP1, TP2, it's all good. So I'm just gonna keep stacking and compounding those profits. Yonan said bedtime for me after 1 a.m. here at West Oz. Oh yeah, you're here like every morning, man. Props to you for staying up. Hopefully you made some profits with us, and hopefully you continue locking in those profits as we keep moving forward with these positions. But yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow morning. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, hopefully, so we can wrap up the trading week. And then yeah, good luck. So we'll probably catch you in a couple hours when you wake back up. Hopefully US 30 hits full TP by that point. It is starting to recover right here, so I'm just gonna hold off on that for a bit and then see how it plays out. Dejan said the taxes ain't nice all year round though. Oh, for sure, man. I'm gonna feel those taxes once freaking Biden becomes president, but it's all good. Regardless, it's there's nothing you can do about it, honestly. Especially for me, if I want to live in Cali, there's nothing I can do about it. I just got to move out to another state. But for now, I just got to deal with it, and we'll see how that plays out. Let's see. Yeah, so it's 9:16. I'm just gonna zoom through all these pairs real quick. I'm gonna see if there's any possible entries for us, and then if there is, I'm just gonna mark it up with a highlighter, just so that we can know what to look for once it comes time. So let's go down from the top. Nothing there for odd CAD. Nothing there for odd CHF, odd JPY, nothing there. Odd USD, nothing. Cad CHF, possibly if it breaks above here. So if price breaks above this zone, we can take a buy position, but that hasn't happened yet. David said Vegas, baby. Yeah, no, for sure, David. Still got to see your Vegas side, bro. Your favorite city in the world. We'll probably, we'll go into once COVID clears up and everything goes back to normal or sort of normal for the most part. Kind of sucks because I usually go to Vegas with my family for Christmas, so that's gonna have to be on pause this year. But it's all good. I mean, as long as we're all staying safe. See Euro CAD over here. So this would have been a nice entry right here, but there is a zone coming up right here, so it's probably not going to be an entry we can take. Euro CHF. If this drops below here, then we can take a short position, but there's no, I mean, this is a big push from here to down here. It's like 15 pips. Our EG position still active, EJ. If price breaks below this point, then we can probably take it. Let's mark that up. EU over here, nothing there. Nothing here at GA, GCAD. Like I mentioned earlier, guys, hopefully you guys close this out with profit. It's still technically active, but it's dropping down pretty heavy right now. GBP CHF right here. Yeah, no, it's too late for this entry. Move on to the next one. GJ, this is one that a lot of people have been asking for. I wouldn't take it because it's in some strong consolidation right here. You can see a new zone is created right here. So you can see prices literally is going sideways right here. And I wouldn't take it until it breaks, above it or below it. So nothing for GJ right now. Looking at GN over here, nothing there. GU, if this breaks above here, then there would be an entry. However, hasn't broken above it yet. And the CAD, nothing here. So technically this would have been the entry right here when price broke this zone. It technically is still active if anyone took this trade. I didn't call this trade. This was on the 11th. I think the trade just looked a little too risky for me. So that's why I want to take it. See, nothing here for NZD CAD. It doesn't look like there's going to be very much entries, guys. So good thing I call those 6 a.m. entries because this next candle close doesn't look very promising. We are getting midweek. As we get closer to the weekend, it's just the market volatility is just gonna die down a bit. It's gonna die down, it's gonna slow up. So yeah, nothing there so far. So the only thing I really saw was EJ, but this is probably not gonna push down this far for an entry. And then G over here as well. So those are the only two ones that we're possibly looking at right now. I will definitely go and take a look again later. Once we get closer to the candle close, we have about 40 minutes left on this candle. And then once that happens, we can take a deeper dive into, what we decide to take. Yeah, Brandon's tax loopholes. Yeah, I know all about that, bro. Know all about that. You guys know how I got my Tesla. Let's see. Maya, sorry, Muslim said you trade gold. I personally don't trade gold because it's a highly manipulated asset. You see a lot of people blow accounts trading gold because a lot of people don't really know how to look at it. But we did look at it yesterday. So this is gold right here. I can even redraw these zones on here. So I'll just analyze gold for you real quick if that's something that you want. But I personally don't trade gold. It's not something that I like to trade. I'd rather trade something like US 30. Or just Forex in general. So yeah, here are the zones right here. Draw my zones over these zones. Yeah, it's just a ton of zones here. And gold is a bit of a messy pair, so you can see that the zones here are a little messier compared to the Forex pairs because gold is so manipulated. It literally goes in both directions. So let me I could just extend this one down here. So looking at gold here, I'm going to take off the K2SR indicator, and then you can see my zones that have been drawn right here. You can see that the price generally respects these zones pretty nicely. So price pretty much came down, consolidated within these two zones, then it shot up, consolidated a bit before dropping, and price literally just bounces from zone to zone. So here price came down, came back up, rejected off this point, came down, rejected off this point, and then now it's literally just consolidating within, it looks like this zone and this zone right here. We turn on the K2 momentum indicator, and it looks like we still have a bullish bias right here. However, price already broke above here, rejected off this point. Now, if we get a sell signal right here and it closes below this point, we could probably anticipate it to shoot below from right there. Then if price is to break even further lower down here, then we can probably anticipate it to drop even farther. So the thing with gold right now is it's a safe haven currency. So whenever there is, you know, bad COVID news, it goes upwards generally. That's usually how it works for the most part. But recently, we've had a lot of good COVID vaccine news, and that's why a lot of people are pulling their funds from. Well, I mean, it doesn't really correlate because it's weird how the JPY pairs. So if we look at the JPY pairs, they're bearish right now, and they're safe haven currencies too. But we did have the OPEC meeting recently, so that might have affected how, you know, gold is moving. But currently right now, it's just bouncing back and forth. I personally don't trade gold, so I don't have, you know, an interest in really understanding how it moves now, because it's kind of hard to really determine how gold moves. Honestly, if you look at gold, it bounces around so much, and the thing is, the movement is so high. Like, I don't even know how many pips it is. This might be like 200 pips, I'm assuming. So I'm not sure how to calculate these little moves here. But, you know, looking at this, if price was to break below this point right here, what we can do is we can go back in data to see when's the last time it broke below that point. So it looks like gold pretty much shot up from here, and then it started coming down. So it looks like it's in a strong downtrend right now since August. So looking at gold right here, you know, gold came up high, especially during COVID. So like I mentioned, COVID happened right here. This is when we started the shutdowns, right, in March. And that's when it started pushing up heavily, right? And then now with these new COVID vaccines, people are starting to pull their money from gold. And that's why it's coming down how it is right here. So this is why I anticipate if price breaks this structure down here, because you can see right here that price hasn't broken this structure in a very long time. The price broke into this structure in July, but you can see right here in September, it attempted to break the structure, but it failed. So it got to the structure, rejected, shot back up. Again, right here, it attempted to break the structure as it came down. It failed, rejected, and came back up. So right here looks like it's going for a third try. So if price was to break this structure right here, then I would take a short position and ride this thing down. The problem with entering right here is that it's in consolidation. It's not really in consolidation, but it's ranging. So it's basically going from here to here to down here to now it's probably, you know, it's pushed up a bit, and then now it's probably going to try and push down again further from right there to down here. So for gold, I have a bearish bias. However, we don't have a sell signal yet. So once we get a sell signal, let's run the momentum indicator. Once we get a sell signal indicating that momentum is going to be heading downwards, then I would look for a sell. However, right now we still have a bullish momentum right here. So the problem with that is that price can still push up from here. So you can see price rejected from this point. So price can actually push up here and then come back down, or I can push up here and possibly come down from there as well. There's a ton of different scenarios that can play out, and that's how you guys have to analyze the market. You can't analyze it from one perspective. Although I have a bearish bias because I think it's going to come down, I'm not going to enter sells until I have some sort of confirmation, you know, indicating that price is going to come down. Because the last thing you want to do is enter a sell position and then they spike price up, stop you out, and then you just keep falling into that circle because it just keeps bouncing back and forth from, you know, this point to this point to this point to this point. So until it breaks above here, then maybe I'll take a buy. Breaks down here, then I'll take a sell. But until then, you know, just wait for that confirmation. Oh, looks like they updated Telegram. This button looks different. Update this right here. Dang, looks like, damn, US 30 is at that support. So let's see what happens here, guys. Let's see if this ends up shooting up. Man, I feel like I should have closed my position when I was in profit, like $1,000, but it looks like it could probably still bounce off here. So we'll see. I mean, there's 2 support levels down there, so we'll see how it rejects off this point. But then we'll just keep watching it. what's going on in the world? Let's see. It's weird because the Dow's showing that it's well, I mean, it did drop a little bit. It was like plus 80 points. Now it's only plus
But Steph,
30
to
points.
Morgan Stanley. You're adding to the banks at the same time that a Warren Buffett is bailing on almost everything except for Bank of America, and your old pal Kramer. I don't hear him too optimistic these days about.
Yeah, Ed, I'm trying to look for it right now. I'm trying to see what caused that drop. Such a random drop right there. But it's exactly what happened yesterday. Remember yesterday, everyone was freaking out because it dropped. And then what happened? It rejected right off that same point that we lined up. And then it hit full TP. So I'm not too worried about it because it looks like it's trying to lure in sellers right here. Let's see.
And that is the reason for diversification, is the reason that they grew revenue 17% in the quarter. So I like that story very much. And it's trading at 1.2 times book. It's not that expensive. So I like that. Again, that's a special situation in its own right. Wells Fargo is an absolutely special situation. It's a bet on Charlie Sharp. And he has all his team in place right now. He's been there now a year. So now I think we're going to start to see some results. And
See the rejection off that point.
Asset sales within asset management or investment management, or they're going to try to do things that are not core businesses to them, make the bank smaller, more manageable. And I do think, by the way,
see if there's anything else in the news that might have caused that that little dump right there. Ed said, can it be Georgia's uncounted ballots? Highly doubt it. At this point, I think everyone's kind of moved away from elections. There was definitely a lot of stuff here. So it's the Trump campaign filing a partial Wisconsin recount. Damn, Trump deposited $3 million to challenge Biden's victory. We'll see how that plays out. But let me see if there's anything else here. Coronavirus updates. Delta sticks with blocked middle seats. Moderna vaccine maker. So right here, it looks like there is there's some vaccines, like Moderna specifically, that they've announced like some big challenges, I guess. So let's see how that who warns vaccine won't help countries fend off current wave of infections, of course. Now that 2 working vaccines are within reach, we just have to get them to 7.8 billion people. So there's a lot of things that are affecting the market right now. I don't know if there's any one specific thing that's affecting it, but obviously there's a handful of things that are causing it to move like that. I'm not sure if there was any new COVID news that was just released recently, but let's see. Yeah, nothing that I see here that's really pushing it. Let's see. Yeah, let's just hope everyone's buying the dip right now. So that a ton of people are buying that dip and pushing it right back up. Let's see, vaccine shots to go to health month. So I don't know what's going on, because there's like all the vaccine news here is good. It's like vaccine shots can go to healthcare workers within a month. Let's see what else is here. 2 highly effective. Let's see, so yeah, Pfizer and Moderna. They're both thinking about releasing that vaccine. Let's see what else we got here. Planned advisory meeting. Target wins market share as pandemic. Here, let's see. Markets midday. Index is slightly higher at noon on Wall Street. The Dow traded about 85 points. Yeah, nothing there is really, there's no real news that's really indicating what, caused that little drop. But, and we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. Yeah, I'm not really going to bother looking at it for the rest of the day. I'm just going to let it play out, because there's nothing that we can do about it, guys. Let's see. Dejan said, laugh my fucking ass off. That recount ended. That's funny, man. Let me see what people are messaging me right now. All right, I'm just checking out some stuff real quick. All right, cool. Just checking out my messages. Yeah, it looks like US 30 is trying to push back up, so it looks cool for now. What time is it? It is 9:33. So, I mean, we still have a couple positions active, guys. So, you know, we're not just focusing on US 30 right here, but we do have some Forex trades that are still running. We have our odd NZ right here. I'm still waiting for this to hit full TP. We also have EG right here. I'm hoping you guys moved your stop loss and profit, like I mentioned earlier, because now it looks like the market's having like some weird spikes all around. It's not just US 30 that's having spikes. It's, you know, all of these right here. Our odd NZD was so close to hitting full TP right here, but then it retraced up. And then we got, let's see, EG right here, retraced up too. Yen still looks fine. Looks like it's going to drop to full TP down there. UCAD as well. Looks all right. Dropped down a bit. Had a little bit of a wick down here, but it still looks like it's going to come down further. And then GU right here as well. But pretty much all of the pairs that we were looking at for, you know, any possible entries off the next 4-hour candle close, all of those look like they're not going to be available. So I'm looking through these pairs real quick, trying to see if there's any you know, any entries that we can take, but it doesn't really look like there's going to be anything available off the next 4-hour candle close. So this might be it for our Forex trades for the day, you know, for the time being, but I'm going to continue monitoring it just in case. Dejan said, I told the market makers to stall so you can stay longer, stay on the stream longer. Man, you're funny, Dejan. Let's see. Yeah, guys, I just looked at all the pairs. There's like nothing to take right now. Currently, you know, aside from our current active trades, I'm completely out of the Forex trades right now on this specific account, because I moved my stop loss and profit. So I've gone out right here at TP2. I gone out right here at TP2. Your NZD got out TP2 for 40 pips. EG over here. Same with this one. And that's the reason why you guys have to be careful with your positions, because you never know when it's going to swing back. You know, it's like what I was going over with ARC earlier. Like you can't just pray that, you know, your position's going to go hit full TP every single time. You know, sometimes it's better to just lock in your profits and eliminate your risk whenever it's possible. Let me go through here real quick. Okay, let me go down my Telegram questions real quick, guys. So I'm gonna go through these. Let's see, Spencer said which days work great. See, Spencer's asking if I plan on if I stop calling trades by the end of the year. So I haven't made a decision on that yet. So I don't know if you're still in the room, Spencer, but I did mention that, I was tired of giving out signals to the group. I haven't made a decision whether I'm going to discontinue the signal service and just focus on teaching you guys the K2 strategies. That's probably going to be the main goal. But if you're an older member and you've been in K2 prior to me discontinuing that, then you'll still get signals. I'm going to keep giving signals until basically the signal group falls out, which will probably never happen. So I'll probably continue giving signals, but I'm probably not going to open it up for new people anymore. So if you guys are in the K2 premium signals, or in K2 premium in general, you guys will continue to get signals, but I'm not going to be accepting any new people into the group. Once I decide to discontinue that, we just had too many issues, guys, with the signals in the past, where people are just not following directions. So I prefer to teach you guys how to learn how to trade how I do, so you guys know exactly why I'm following these signals. I'll still give out trade ideas, but these specific signals that I give out, these specific signals that I send out in the group, with the parameters and stuff, like something like this, where I tell you to sell, USD CAD and then I target 1, 2, and 3. I'll probably give you guys this chart and I'll show you guys what I'm looking at, but I'm not going to give you guys these parameters. That's probably what it's going to move towards. Because the thing is, I want you guys to actually learn how to trade and, understand what you guys are doing versus just copying my trades. Because I can give you guys all the advice in the world and tell you guys exactly what to do and what to put your trade on. But that doesn't mean that people are going to follow the directions properly. And it just becomes a headache for me, because I get these people complaining, and I know majority of you guys don't complain, but when I do get the complaints, it takes up my whole day, because I have to explain people, what they did wrong and stuff like that. So, if that's the case, then I prefer to just teach you guys how to actually trade versus copying signals, because there's a lot of people that just want to copy signals, but not everyone can do it properly, even though it's super simple and I give you guys all the details here. Like with a signal like this, like UCAD, enter at this position. Like one main thing that people still get confused with is the order type. People don't realize what a stop order and what a limit order is, and that's foundation stuff, guys. You guys should know what that means before you even start taking any real trades. So I'm probably going to stop sending out signals like this specifically, but I'm still going to give you guys trade ideas. I'll tell you guys to, I'm going to sell this position, or I'm going to buy this position at the specific time. And then I'll give you guys a strategy that I'm applying so that you guys can apply it yourself. But I just, I've pretty much just gotten tired of sending out signals and just people following them improperly, because the thing is, everyone should be profitable. If everyone else is profitable and you're the only person that's not profitable, you guys have to understand, to take a step back and understand what you guys did wrong. Because if everyone else is profitable and you're the only one that's not profitable, there might be something that you're doing improper on your own side that we can work on to fix that. So looking at US 30 right now, it's bouncing back exactly how I said. So here's my markup from earlier. I said I was going to reject off this point, and that's exactly what's happening. So it looks good so far if you guys are still in it. But yeah, let me keep going down through these questions so I can knock everything out. And then we can probably move forward with this. Let's see. Damn VP. Everyone, please like the chat if you're followed a trade and made money. Thanks. Is that you, David? I feel like David keeps moving from account to account, from Ron Mexico to damn VP. Yeah, let's see where we're at. So yeah, US 30 is bouncing off exactly where I said it would be, and it's swinging back up. And I'm like, damn, I should have exited that trading profit, but it's all good. I still think it's going to head up more. Yeah, it is, David. All right, cool. So we got about 15 minutes left on this 4-hour candle. Doesn't look like there's any entries, guys, but I'm gonna hang on with you guys for a bit. So, oh, nice, you're at home now. Gotcha. You're not on that Ron Mexico tip anymore. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat for the YouTube. I'll probably be on for another, 5-10 minutes, and then I'll probably get off for a bit. And then if you guys have any questions, I'll probably respond to them. But I need to get through all the questions from last night. I still have 6 questions here on Telegram, so those are going to take some time for me to respond to, which is why I'm going to get offline so I can focus on that, and then I can get on with my day. But let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I think everything else here is fine. The rest of our positions are cool, but it doesn't look like there's going to be any new entries. So just looking at these here, our next step is going to be odd NZD for the full TP right here. And then obviously we're going to keep following our US 30 position right here as it swings back up. So let me see if there's anything else here to look at. Let me see if I can respond to these messages real quick. Nice. So Spencer said definitely locked in some profits today. Yeah, definitely. Me too. I locked in some pretty nice profits overall today. It's been pretty good. Ed said you were right, Shawn. Price nicely rejected off 29,815. Yeah, bro. So this zone right here is actually a pretty strong zone. Like I mentioned before, this zone is super strong. It's broken it past, and then once it's gone above it, this is what I see happening right here. You see people buying the dip right here because everyone sees where the support is. And then it's going to skyrocket from that point, hopefully. Let's see. Velocity says a quick question, LOL. For US 30 and FTMO, when you get the entry on TradingView, you quickly look at MT4, subtract, or add the difference to that value. Yeah, pretty much. So like right here, I think I just did the math wrong, honestly. I was moving too fast because I don't want you guys to miss the trade. But basically, like this would be the entry for US 30 right there. And then since the FTMO parameters were lower, it would just be 29931, right? So that'd be the entry for US 30. Since the entry is lower, you just subtract like 120 from it. And then this would have been the entry point for FTMO. So that's pretty much how you would do it. It's super simple. It's not all that complicated. Or you can just, if you see the entry on TradingView, just enter on market on your phone, and then you should be good from that point as well. Let's see. Spencer said, "Could you do a search with the 30-day intraday strategy?" Sure, I can look through real quick. Let's see, 30-minute. My settings down there are good. Yeah, they're good. So I'll go through the watch list real quick, see if there's anything worth taking. So there was an entry right here. Spencer, I don't know if you took this one, but there was an entry right here for about 16 pips. Looks like it's about to hit full TP. The TP lines up with our current TP as well. So it doesn't look like there's anything here for odd CAD. It looks like there were some nice entries over here, but currently nothing here for odd CHF, odd JPY, odd USD, nothing there. Cad CHF, Cad JPY, CHF JPY. Euro CHF. It's like TradingView's move. So nothing there. EG, nothing there. EJ, nothing there. So this would have been an entry right here too, Spencer, for Euro NZD. It would have been right here, and then the TP lines up with our full TP there. So that's another entry that was available right here because we had a sell signal. It's a valid sell signal. It matches with the trend meter down here. No zone below, so you could have entered the short position right here. That'd have been good as well. This Euro USD, there's an entry right here where it's a green bullish candle and it matches with the trend meter down here. However, it's at a zone, so I wouldn't have entered that trade. GBP odd, nothing there. The trend meter is was neutral. So right here we have a buy signal. You can see that this strategy lined up with the 4-hour strategy as well. So basically right here, we had a valid buy signal and then the trend meter was green. So this would have been entry right here, which probably would have hit full TP at this point if you were taking a smaller range on the 30-minute. See, nothing right here for GJ, GN, nothing there, GU. So right here, you could have taken this trade right here and then try to get out before it reaches the zone right here. If you did that, that would have been good. But I personally probably wouldn't have taken it because it's so close. Yeah, it's only 20 pips unless you wanted to scalp that move, but this would have been a nice buy entry right here to the next zone or above that zone. NZD CAD, looks like there's an entry right here. So I don't know where this market came from, but let's delete it. So basically right here, there would be a decent, buy entry right there. So this would technically still be active if you decided to take this trade because the buy signal matches the trend meter. So if it's green and green, you can take a buy. Similarly, right here, it's green and green. Could have taken the buy right here, and it would have hit full TP there for about 24 pips. So that's it for that one right there. There's nothing currently available, but it was available at one point. So right here, same situation, NZD CHF, long position right here. Technically still active right now if you wanted to make a late entry on this, but the NZD pairs look a little bit risky right now. Nothing for NJ. And you right here, there was an entry that happened, let's see, about 7 o'clock, about 2 hours ago. So this would have been the entry on this one over here. Long position, you get a valid buy signal, matches the trend meter. It's a valid entry right there. Let's see, UCAD, nothing there. USD CHF, nothing there. And UJ right here, there'd be a late entry down here for a sell signal because it matches with the trend meter. So that's about it, Spencer. I don't really see anything else, available at this time. So everything looks like it would have been a late entry. There's nothing that's really available currently. So yeah, if you want to keep watching it, you could, but it's probably going to take some time because the market looks like it's died down a bit. Same with our odd NZD right here. It was a few pips from full TP and it didn't reach. Unfortunately, I wanted to call that before we went offline, but it's all good. I mean, it happens. Let's see. Rick said, "Oh no, it's steady dropping. I had plans on closing at TB1 and never reached it. Should have closed when it was 150 away." Yeah, Art. I mean, that's like I mentioned earlier. You can't predict what's going to happen next. If you have that gut feeling where you think it's not going to go your way, you should just exit and profit. Because $150 could have been, the difference between you being deep in profit and you stuck in the trade. Okay, so Velocity said, is it a different intraday strategy than Velocity? I'm kind of confused with your question. Let me see. So Velocity says, is it a different intraday strategy when the K2 with the K2 V1 indicator where you scale up on all time frames? So the K2 version 1 indicator just gives you the closest rejection points or the closest support resistance for current price. So let me see, I'll just show you like an example here. Let me just pull up a random pair, like we could look at like odd NZD or something. So looking at odd NZD right here, going to higher time frame so it's cleaner. Delete this stuff. What are these lines on the chart? I think I have the session breaks on. There we go. Okay, so looking at odd NZD right here, if you have version 1 on, the version 1 indicator of what does it look like that? Oh, let me go to a different pair, guys, because I have alerts set up on that pair. Okay, so basically, if you have the version 1 indicator on for the K2SR indicator, basically it's just going to have the closest support resistance on the chart for you. So you can see right here that there's a resistance and a support versus if you have version 2 on, it's going to have all of them on the chart. So it has all of these rejection points or zones, if you'd like to call them, where price is likely to reject from. So for this is where you'd go on a top-down analysis. You could do a top-down analysis on the version 1 indicator as well But I mean, it just wouldn't really make sense for you to do that, because you can just turn on the version 2, and then you have all of these zones already plotted up. And then if you don't have one above, obviously you just go on the higher time frame like you mentioned earlier, and then you would have that upper zone right there. So like, for example, right here, this would be the upper zone where price currently is, but on the 4-hour, we have the lower zone. So we can use those since we're trading on the 4-hour. You should always stick to the zone for your specific time frame that you're trading on versus, you know, going on a different one. So that's where that zone would have been created right there, right? You turn on the version 1 indicator and it lines up perfectly. So that's the main difference between the two. But yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that velocity, because I mean, that's pretty much the main breakdown for it. I'm not sure if I'm getting your question properly, but if you can be a little more detailed, we can probably go into that a little further. Otherwise, yeah, that's the difference between the version 1 and version 2. Version 2 just gives you all the closest zones, while version 1 just gives you the closest zone to current price. And then if you're missing an upper zone, you just go on the higher time frame. But you can see right here that by doing that, the version 2 indicator lines up with the version 1 pretty much the same. So they're pretty much the same thing. It's just version 2 gives you a lot more zones versus just the current ones that are near price. But yeah, guys, so I think that's it for now, guys. I'm not gonna keep staring at the let's see, velocities of the intraday strategy. Yeah, that strategy is totally different, velocity. So you have to go and I'm not sure if you even looked at that strategy yet, but that strategy is totally different. It has different requirements. Let's see. Velocity said the intraday 30-minute strategy with the trend meter that you use is much different than this one. That's what I was saying. Okay, yeah, because in your question above, you said, is this different intraday? Okay, you just had a bunch of typos in that first question. That's why I wasn't sure what you were talking about, because you were asking if it was different. Yes, they're a little different, but yeah, velocity. Yeah, it's matching and 10 pips from the SR. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of different ways to do it. Like it's better if you just draw your zones out, so you don't have to keep adjusting the SR, because if you have your zones already plotted on the chart, you don't have to go back and turn on the SRs because you already have them plotted on the chart for you. So like this versus, looking at this makes it so much easier because you can just look at the chart and then you can automatically know whether it's, near a zone or not. So I would just do the same zone markup that I normally do. And then you can apply like pretty much any strategy from that point because then you'll have your zones already plotted on the chart for you. But yeah, they're totally different because the intraday strategy uses the momentum indicator and the trend meter. So what you're doing is you're trading with the trend. So like if you were to get, sorry, I'm gonna put that back on. So yeah, so if you were to get like, like a buy signal with, trying to look for one over here that with all these news down here, it's kind of messy, but let's go somewhere over here where I can see. So like right here, yeah, basically if you were to see, a red sell signal and then it matches up with the trend meter down here, red, you would enter a short position. It's as simple as that. But then if you wanted to, apply the other strategy, like the zone strategy, you would just have to go back there, turn on your zones to be familiar with, where the areas of rejection are. We have that lined up right there. So for this, instead of entering right here, because you could have entered right here using that specific strategy, if the requirements met. You see if the bottom's down here. Yeah, so if the requirements are met, you would have had an entry there using the intraday strategy. But if you're using the SR strategy, you would wait for price to break below right here, and then possibly take an entry at that point, where it still would have hit full TP. So, regardless as to whether you took an entry up here or if you took the entry down there, they both could have won. So you can use two strategies if you want, but it's just really up to you how you want to how you want to apply it. But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna get offline right now, and then yeah, you guys can message me on Telegram if you guys want, but I'm gonna get offline because there's not really much to look at right now. And then I'll catch you guys in the Telegram group. So hopefully, everything plays out properly, and then we can link up a little later to get an update on how everything's moving. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm gonna go run up some. I'm gonna go through all of my questions right now. I have a ton of questions just popping up. So I'm going to go through all these questions. I have a ton of questions over here, and then I'll catch you guys in the Telegram, guys. So I'm gonna focus on that right now, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So yeah, guys, thanks for showing up. Just a reminder, we have this every Monday through Thursday from 6:30 until usually around 10. And then, we can move on from there. But yeah, guys, catch you guys in a bit. I'll be in the Telegram chat. So